You still hear me, right? I'm like scared that my Wi-Fi is fucking
Yeah,
up.
I can hear you, bro. You're totally fine. Station, my man.
No, I see the bars go up and down, so it fucking kills me, bro.
Ignore the
But
bars,
Station,
man. Ignore the bars and let's just keep going, right? Station, happy to be here, man. But I can't stay long because I got to go return some videotapes.
I feel it, bro. I got a couple I gotta return myself. You just gotta make sure you say it quietly before you go.
Yeah, you don't want to like incur those late fees. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Scarpad might be like in the middle of crying or something, you know, like having a meltdown, and you might just have to dip out to go return some videotapes.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean? But yeah, great one to watch or review tonight. I kept saying I was debating on doing a double feature with it, but I mean, I didn't want like because obviously we'd have to do 1 and 2 for American Psycho from 2000, which I'm surprised 2000, man. Kind of feels more like a 90s film, if anything. Definitely a banger to come out of 2000.
To be released in 2000, it's got to be produced in the 90s. It was in development throughout the 90s. So yeah, it's definitely a 90s film about the 80s for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, I was gonna say I kind of wanted to review the second one too, but I know a lot of people hate that movie, so I didn't want, you know, the last movie of March Madness on the horror show to be that one, you know. So I was like, this one, I'm very surprised if it actually hate. Like I don't know if I know anybody. But as always, we got some guests. We got Verno. What's up, my brother?
What up? I hate this fucking movie.
Good with the post pack.
That's a joke, obviously. What up, fellas?
Of course,
what's
you
going on?
like that. Nah, much, my brother. Good to have you as always. And
stoked to be here.
Have to stay tuned to the end because Vern sent us some goodies last week, so that we'll be giving away at the end of the show. And Two Guns sent a few things, so I think Robbie will be sending something, but I won't have it.
I'll send it out
tonight,
to the winner.
So,
you send me the address, and I'll send it directly out to the winner. So yeah.
Okay, whatever. That's how you're gonna get away with not giving me that freaking Dario Argento Blu-ray. I see. I see.
Bro, you got a birthday coming up, so why don't you just calm down, okay?
Just messing with you. Dude, you remember my birthday. I'm so... That's a real friend right there. That's a good
By the way,
one.
today's Jay Strick's birthday, so everybody give a station
of
Jay
Strick.
Strick.
Oh, dude, give a station of Jay Strick. I wish he was in here, bro. I miss him, bro. Make sure you tell him I miss him and happy birthday. I'll have to send him a message if he has Instagram still. Welcome Scarpad as always, and last but never least, my homie Missing Link. What's up, my brother? Got the clean shave today.
It was Steph's 12th
birthday.
What up, my brother?
Yeah, clean shaven, but something's weird with the upper lip. Joss Whedon must have had a CG out a mustache.
Oh shit! This is 35 fucking years late.
Oddly enough, this is so random, but we're covering a Christian Bale movie, and I randomly turn on my TV, and it's playing some Christian Bale movie called something The Cup. So I just thought that was
Knights of the Cup.
Knights of the Cup, yeah.
Are we boring you, Link? You're turning on the TV during the show?
No, I do it because I'm I do this with scraps out of a cave. I do it for lighting from the TV. I don't have the best lighting, so
I'll have
a TV for lighting.
I fucking love it.
Right?
Brilliant.
He's figured out the
MacGyver stuff.
Who gets a ring light,
He's
bro?
MacGyver, that bitch.
Just fucking put your TV on in the background.
So you see players and.
Yeah, sometimes I put on the movie we're reviewing in the background, but it doesn't really at my bedroom. I think it was easier to see, if I did that. But eventually, I do want to get a setup in here. So I do got a TV in here, but I'm trying to get a desk, and I gotta move stuff around. I might, since then when I get a desk, I'll put the TV on where my laptop is.
You ain't got a desk, man? What do you got? Your fucking
No,
laptop
dude.
on
I ordered a desk.
stack of soup cans or something, man?
No, dude, it's on a dresser.
Stack of books.
Dude, I ordered a desk in December from fucking Amazon, and it's gotten delayed 6 times. It was an $80 desk, but it was really nice. So I was like,
if only you knew somebody that worked at Amazon that you could go bitch about.
I know.
Just go take one from work. That's what you need to do. Just be like, hey, look, bro, mine ain't come in yet, so I'm just gonna take.
I'm gonna just take this. I don't care that it's 200. That's for my weight, for my blood, sweat, and tears of waiting, crying every Monday when my shit gets delayed.
Delayed with interest. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm
exactly. You feel me? But yeah, dude, it keeps getting delayed. It's supposed to come this Monday. Guaranteed it'll be delayed again. But sadly, my warehouse doesn't have big stuff. It's all. The biggest thing is probably this big, you know what I mean? They don't have desks and stuff. But
when they asked you if you could lift 50 pounds, man, they test you out. Dylan was just under, so they put you in the small warehouse. Is that what happened?
No, there's 50-pound items. It's just it has to be able to fit in a bin. You know what I mean? It's they have these shelving units.
Dylan's working strictly in the cat food section.
Yeah.
They do have cat food, bro, and kitty litter and shit, but no desks.
That shit gets heavy.
No desks. That's a special warehouse, very extra special. And I guess it's so special that they never deliver the stuff that you order from it. But yeah, man, we got us a banger on Dylan's Horror Show. Like I said, Christian Bale's American Psycho, directed by Mary Herron. Based off a book, based off a novel, which I read that the guy in the novel never really wanted it to become a movie. But I'd say before we get into it, since I feel like we
took the money though, didn't you?
Wi-Fi the last couple weeks. Any horror news? I know this April, towards the end, I think April 20th or something, Evil Dead Rise, which is getting some early reviews. It's 100% on Rotten Tomatoes. I mean,
wow.
It probably only has a couple reviews though. But even so, that's pretty fucking dope. At least you're getting some good raves about it. It's not horror, but dude, there's some good ass fucking action in it. I didn't even tell my brother because I didn't want to spoil it. I didn't want to spoil anything for him. But John Wick 4 came out, and that shit's getting helly fucking raves, bro. And I'll tell you, it's fucking gorgeous. Dude, I've never seen an action movie shot better. I've never seen bro. Cinematography, the music.
It's hard to be. It's top-notch action. You don't really,
bro.
It's hard to beat that.
I'm not kidding, bro. The set designs on this link was fucking insane, bro. some of the way he what is it? Stahelski? Chad's, how do you say his last name?
Oh, the director.
Yeah, dude, the way he's doing some fucking incredible like shot setups for this.
I need to see this one. This is one I probably will.
Can the bad guys shoot any better or no?
Like, I was seen.
Breaking up, homie.
Yeah, it was breaking up a little bit.
It sounds like you. Are y'all talking about John Wick 4?
Yes.
Haven't seen it yet. Very excited to go check that out.
Mm-hmm. I haven't seen it yet. I'm excited. Yeah.
I rewatched the first two, and I got to watch the third one. So.
The action, that's what I appreciate it. It gets better. The action's bigger every movie.
Yeah, it is ridiculous, though. I mean, the bad guys shoot a million fucking bullets, miss him every time, but he gets them every single bullet. Boom, boom.
Yeah,
he's got the jacket.
It's not super grounded, like about giant spiders or some shit.
But it's good. It is good gun fu, though.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's a comic book.
He's got
and then the third one, like that whole suit is lined with like that Kevlar.
Actually, watching these movies again makes me want to go back and find somewhere that it's lost. That fucking Clive Owen movie, Shoot 'Em Up, I think it's called.
That's a great movie.
Paul Giamatti.
It was like a mild version of John Wick, and I wish I could find it. It's hard to find.
It was more humorous than John Wick.
I know. I love that movie. It's like it's Bugs Bunny and Elmer Fudd.
Right.
Like
he's always in the fucking carrot. Good for his eyesight.
They even played the dun 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 dun. Yeah, that movie's great, man.
Clive Owen,
it's a lost one, though.
He fell off.
Lost.
Really, that's one that we've been considering for Action Fest every year. Every year I consider it.
But it's hard to find. Do the John Wicks 1 through 4, Robbie, because I'm telling you, that 3-hour runtime is nothing, bro. It felt like nothing, bro. Nothing. It was crazy. Incredible. Nice. Incredible.
I'm interested. Yeah.
What's up?
Oh no, I'm just like the 3 hours just is crazy, but when you're saying it's good, I'm very interested to see.
3 hours of a wild goddamn ride, bro, and beautiful sets and beautiful shots, and literally, like, I'm not even kidding. It's just like a gorgeous movie, period.
Yeah.
Besides it being a straight up action killer movie.
And, it's not the length.
Best movie of 2023.
It's not the length. It's the pace. So.
Oh yeah.
I thought for sure you were going to say girth, but you're more mature than me, evidently. Yeah.
Wordplay.
But that's dude, favorite. I know we're still early in 2023. Favorite movie of 2023 right now. Favorite movie. So fucking good. Bro.
Better than Megan? Jesus.
Oh my god.
Megan had some of those same moves.
Ash versus Evil Dead, all 3 seasons, leaving Netflix in April. So if you haven't watched it, jump on that shit.
You can get the Blu-ray
and watch them before they go. It looks like they announced in The Exorcist reboot sequel by David Gordon Green. It's like, bro, come up with a better fucking idea than you already did for Halloween. It's going to be a direct sequel to the original. Which it should be a direct sequel to the third greatest fucking psychological thriller of all time.
Well, the 90s at least.
Exactly. Linda Blair will be reportedly appearing in the upcoming Legacy sequel, is what they're calling it, which they already have a trilogy set up. That's so weird to me that he's got like a trilogy. Like, it just doesn't seem like a trilogy series.
Well,
like it's like a one shot, maybe like because of what we're used to. I know they have a lot, but I'm just thinking, like, in my head, it's like Exorcist by itself is just one of the greatest.
They're already counting the money. Is what they're doing right here.
I mean, it's
his background
hot right now. I think they're looking at it like that. He didn't fail on any 3 movies he did for Halloween. Whether you like him or not, they made shitload of money.
I think he failed.
It's interesting that he chose horror. Like, have you guys seen his movies before? Like, he's like very indie drama, like in it.
Comedic, if anything.
Yeah.
I mean, he's buddies with Danny McBride and all those guys. And dude, he's in a massive weight. What is that?
Unbearable weight of massive.
Unbearable weight of massive talent with Nick Cage, and Pedro Pascal, he does a scene with Nick Cage where Nick Cage is like trying to like what do they call it? Where like act for a role that he wants to be in a movie that David Gordon Green's doing, and Nick Cage like does this crazy fucking scene for him, and Gordon Green's like, holy fucking shit! It's just like blown away by what Nick Cage does. I highly recommend that movie. So good.
Just have to watch
so
that.
good. So good. But yeah, and then it looks like Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel cast Peyton Oswalt and Kumail Nanjiani, which
He's
is
good.
what, the boyfriend and girlfriend from Little Shop of Horrors, and then his chick, I think, his girlfriend in that movie. And I believe that is it. Oh, and then I think they Insidious is getting a 4K steelbook this summer from Sony.
Nice.
And then I think Insidious, I forget what they call it, Insidious 4 or 5, the one directed by Patrick, what the fuck is his name? Patrick what? From the Conjuring movies. He's directing it.
Yeah, Patrick
Wilson.
Wilson.
And
he's directing the newest one?
Yeah. It's his directorial debut.
Wow. Yeah.
That's how they start, man. And,
I mean, he's been involved in enough horror movies. He's seen enough.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And a lot of times they won't give these guys like movies. They give them a start in horror. So cool to see, though.
Insidious Fear the Dark. That's what the new
Fear
one.
the Dark. That should be getting a trailer shortly, I thought.
Wow, I'm kind of blown away by that. I'm really curious about that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, fucking Michael B. Jordan did Creed 3 for his directorial debut, and I thought that was really good. There's another guy I was gonna say, but that did something horror. Well, the Office guy who did Quiet Place, and it's like he's never known for any of that.
Why Jim Halpert, what's his real name?
John Krasinski.
John Krasinski, thank you.
Yeah. Jordan Peele too. I mean,
Jordan Peele too. Good one.
Yeah, true shit.
And NECA just announced that their colored Creature from the Black Lagoon NECA figure from the Universal Monsters line looks so fucking good. I can't wait for the black and white version.
You mean the green one?
I said the
color version. The color.
Also, just if
color.
anybody else is interested, if they're fans or not, the latest season of Mystery Science 3000 is playing for free on Pluto. Last year it played on their website for a pay amount, and now all 13 are streaming for free, and they're not bad. I watched the first one, and it's still got Patton Oswalt and Joel. The only thing that throws you off is the voice of the robots are a little different, but it's pretty good.
Nice. Hell yeah. I know that Netflix did like a season a few years back. But yeah, definitely check that out. So that'll be the horror news this week. We got, like I said, American Psycho from 2000, starring Christian Bale. Yeah, I think the version, I don't know what the difference is from the uncut and maybe the regular R. I'm sure just like 2 minutes.
The uncut is they had to cut down the sex scene with the 2 sex workers.
Okay.
To get the R rating. So that's uncut. That's the main thing.
Nice. But yeah, man, dude, this is like, it's like a guilty pleasure in a way, man. I love this film. It's one that my lady likes too, so I've watched this movie like 3 to 5 times this past year. Normally I try to keep it to like once a year or something, man. So I always love going back and see good. I feel the Wi-Fi fucking up.
Just a little bit.
It's a little spotty, yeah, but you're good for the most part, yeah.
I see it like blowing up. Dude, it should be fucking fine. It was just fine Monday. I shouldn't have said shit.
You're doing good right now.
Chat. But yeah, bro, the movie is just fantastic. Cinematography, real light fit, a lot of light in the film. You get that incredible intro with Patrick Bateman just narrating, kind of telling you about himself, saying, he doesn't feel human himself. He just feels kind of, just there, if anything. And one thing I noticed, he hints at his father, like or the girl hints at his father, like owning the company he works for, which I don't think I ever really picked up on that. And I was like, that's something interesting, because obviously they don't really mention his family whatsoever.
That may be an important bit to what is actually happening in the movie. Who knows?
I feel like it is. I feel like it is.
I do too.
Him saying, I just want to fit in to his girlfriend, who is Reese Witherspoon. You got a good cast in this,
Willem Dafoe was in it?
Quite a few. Justin Theroux, Josh Holloway. Or Josh Lucas.
Dude, you got Batman, the Joker, and Green Goblin in here from multiple timelines. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, who knew?
Jared Leto, yeah.
The Joker. Oh yeah. I mean, dude, you got a great cast. Even those two guys that are his friend. I think you said Josh Lucas, and then the other guy,
Justin Theroux.
Yeah, Justin Theroux.
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston for a while. So you got.
Have you guys? This is random. I'm sorry. Have you seen The Leftovers?
Yeah, good show.
He's really good in that. Yeah.
I've heard he was good in that. I think I only watched a couple episodes, but I'll check it out. Go back to it.
Yeah, it went 3 seasons. They're all good.
That's what I heard. It's a good one. I think he produced it too. But yeah, I mean,
Josh Lucas was in the Ang Lee Hulk film. Now that I think about it, we also have I think he played Talbot, right? We have comic book. Dude, it just shows you how comic book movies and superhero movies have been, right?
Seriously. But yeah, I love like the opening of this movie, man. Just him like, getting ready for his day and just kind of telling you all about himself. How he is just
a scrub.
He's just a psycho when it comes to how he takes care of himself. He definitely has a few issues, you know what I mean, to say the least. But I think the movie's fantastic, man. I think it's very comedic to me at times. It's not like scary or anything to me, but it's just hilarious, like when he goes up to the bar and the lady won't take his tickets, and she's like, it's fucking cash bar, like these aren't any good, and then it's gonna be $25, and she turns around and he's like, you're a fucking bitch, and I'm gonna cut you up and play with your blood. And he's just like with a smile on his face, you know what I mean, when she turns back around. He just says the craziest shit, bro, and it's just like,
but is he saying it? Who knows?
Right, but he's either saying it or he's thinking it. Either way, you just like, it's like one of those moments where like if you're drinking something, you're like did he just fucking say that? Like I love it, man. It's very comedic, and we all are Bale fans, I feel like, in here, because we're all comic book fans. So we know where his career goes and how fantastic of an actor he is. So it's like to see him go, you see his range, man. This guy can do anything, and this is a tough role, man. This is a tough role. He has to really be like act normal and be like emotionless at the same time.
They initially wanted Leonardo DiCaprio, but Mary Harron like fought against that because she didn't want like the heartthrob, right? But that would have been a completely different movie.
Well, I heard Johnny Depp and Stuart Gordon was who they went after first, and Cronenberg.
Stuart Gordon and Cronenberg were the first two directors that were attached to this film, but it did not work out. And could you imagine Stuart Gordon doing this movie? Oliver Stone as well. Oliver Stone wanted to take out all of the satire, and just make it straight, like about the psychosis of this guy.
Right.
See, the whole book isn't even about killing people and all that. It's just about yuppie culture. The writer said.
It's the 80s.
So really,
the writer went and hung out with people from Wall Street, and he said that it blew him away that all they did was go to bars and go have lunches, and he never saw them work, like ever.
Yeah,
like, he never saw these Wall Street guys work. He was inspired by Wall Street.
Well, he was in the Patrick Bateman's character was in Mergers and Acquisitions, so all they did was buy stuff and sell it off in pieces. They really didn't work.
No, you misread that. He was in Murders and Execution.
Right.
I love too when he's like breaking up with Helen, and he's like, I'm like really trying to like focus on a big murders rampage, and he's like, I just can't really focus with you. Like I can't go to my limit with you in my fucking ear or something. Like that's the way he kind of describes that. It's just One thing though, I definitely will have to get into it because I want to hear like what Robbie thinks and all you guys think about this, because everything I seen from the director, I wish I should have watched the fucking commentary on this. Everybody seems to think it's like in his head what he's doing, and the director says she never intended for any of that. That it's not.
In the commentary, she does mention that she did want an ambiguous ending. But she also said that she'll never tell what her interpretation of the ending is.
But I saw something where she said everyone's coming out saying, you know, it was all in his imagination, and she said that wasn't her intent. At least that part. I know it's supposed to be ambiguous, but I think she didn't think everyone would just say, "Oh, it was all in his head. It's just a dream."
I know that this is probably something you want to get into later, but I think some is and some is.
Some is and some isn't.
Right. Exactly. Well, that's what the one commentary that the director did. She kind of leaves it up in the air, but even she says she thinks he's doing some of it. The other commentary has the other co-writer, and she says he definitely kills the people. But does the chainsaw land exactly? Does he kill the people the way he does? Does he dress the way he is? Does it go smoothly as we see it? That's probably up in the air.
Something I just thought of, like with the comment about his dad, like basically owning the company. I almost wondered if like his dad was like having somebody clean up his messes for him.
Exactly. That's an interpretation that I saw I saw on YouTube today. I don't remember if it was Oliver Harper or another person I watched. I watched a couple of videos, but they were saying the throwaway line about his dad basically kind of getting him the job. What if his dad's cleaning up his mess? Right? Like, yeah, that's a cool interpretation I like.
It definitely explains why he has the job, because you don't see him working. He's just fucking off. Like he's not smart. He doesn't seem like he went to Harvard and shit, but he's not really a bright dude. Yeah. So that it explains all that.
He says he's like, I'm just doing this to fit in, you know. So, but yeah, man, I really do enjoy the film. I think it is definitely one of a kind, and I know the sequel kind of digs in a little bit into like kind of more making it seem like that he did really kill the people.
You know the story of that sequel, right? You know the story. Like that was not meant to be a sequel to American Psycho. In fact, when Mila Kunis signed up for it, William Shatner signed up for it. It was a completely different movie.
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was a completely different movie. And then
Mila Kunis is in it.
Yeah, she's the main character. They in the post they add the bit where Bateman kills her like family or some shit like that. I've never seen it. I heard it was.
She's out on a date with a babysitter. She's supposed to be 12, out on a date with a babysitter. He attacks them, kills the babysitter. She ends up plunging a knife into him and killing him.
Wait, a 12-year-old on a date with a babysitter? I know. What kind of movie is this?
That's in
some
the movie.
burial ground shit is it? No,
so it is. They did, like the movie or not. It's from the same company. It's canon, but whether you want to believe it or not, that line is in
the guy who wrote the original novel says it's not canon.
If it's on the screen, it's canon.
Oh, is it?
Cinematic universe.
Yeah, it's the American Psychoverse.
Multiverse.
But yeah, she could be fucking crazy her damn self, if anything. You know what I mean? So you never know. But yeah, because I don't believe her 12-year-old ass killed him. Fuck that. But,
he worked out. He was too strong, bro. There's no way.
Did you see them abs? You see them quads?
Yeah. She's so obsessed with them. I think she just wanted to believe she killed him, if anything. But
I think Shatner killed him.
Talking about American Psycho 2 is like talking about Cruel Intentions 2.
That's why we didn't. That's why I didn't want.
There was a second one.
Cruel Intentions 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like a dirty episode of Saved by the Bell, which actually sounds really good.
Yeah.
Well,
that Showgirls?
They were just direct to video now.
Yeah.
Showgirls coming soon from Vinegar Syndrome. Can you
bought that baby? Can't wait.
Yeah, we were just talking about that on Monday. I want to get that. I want to get it with those 2 secret titles. But yeah, man, if anyone in this chat has not seen American Psycho, I highly recommend you go and watch that shit ASAP. It is one of the great films to come out of 2000 era, honestly. So damn good. But Steph, kick it off, my brother. What did you think about this movie? Was it it can't be your first time, right?
No, I've seen this one a few times.
I think
It's
everyone's seen it here, right?
yeah.
Not in a long time.
Scarpad's first time probably.
I know it felt
No.
like Scarpad's first time when he was watching it last
No,
night.
I haven't
Anybody who doesn't
seen-
know, in our DHS back chat, we get the play-by-play when Scarpad watches.
Right. I haven't.
Yeah.
I
He
saw
does
it when
anything.
I saw it when it first came out. It was like 20 years ago. So
Scarpad found a meme on the internet. We know about it. We know. I love it.
But this is it's a good movie. I like the satire aspect. I like it done under different directors a little bit better, like the Coen brothers. I think this is a different vein of satire, but strong performances. It's funny about the cast. It has got a great cast, but I feel like they're just kind of there, and the performance is really Christian Bale throughout this entire movie, which he has a powerful performance. It was interesting though. I thought it spoke a lot on people's insecurities. It kind of spoke on today's culture with like social media and stuff like that. Like the scene where he's comparing business cards, and some guy throws out one that he's like,
I guess he
how
put
could
sweat
he?
on cue for that scene. Like he was sweating on cue, like purposely for it.
That can't be healthy, bro.
That-
I mean, that's a test.
Bale's another fucking level, right? And
Really?
they were saying in the commentary that it didn't matter take after take, he would sweat on cue at the exact same fucking moment.
Dude,
Like,
he's
bro,
Bro, how do you? What
level.
mental space do you
there's
have to
people
be
that
in?
can't
Method
cry
acting.
on cue that are
Right.
Academy Award winning
Exactly.
actors, and
Exactly.
like, what the fuck?
Dude, if,
And then you
if
see
don't
shit like
believe us-
Machinist, right, where he gets like super thin,
Yes.
and then
Dude, he-
super bulky again to play Batman, and then
I was
super
just-
thin.
Oh
again.
yeah.
Big, dude.
Dude,
Christian Bale's gonna die an early death probably, but
I can't even watch The Mechanic because looking at him, it scares me, bro. I'm like, but from him to go to The Mechanic to Batman Begins, and he's big in the Batman
the
Begins.
Machinist, the Machinist.
The machine. Oh, did I say The Mechanic? Sorry. Yeah, the
He
machine.
That's the one with Ben Foster
he kind
and
of
Jason
played
Statham.
Bruce Wayne almost the same way he played Patrick Bateman when he was supposed to be the
Because it's a
Playboy.
mask.
Yeah. It's more so in The Dark Knight than Batman Begins. Like Batman
you
Begins seems a little bit more
sycophants.
human. I like that line. Well, no, it spoke on people's insecurities, and that there's a lot to relate to that whole culture and how it translates today with like social media and stuff like that. And interesting enough film. This is never. I enjoy it, but it's never really been one of my favorites. I respect it a lot, but I've seen it a few times, and there's just something about it. I know a lot of people love it, but that's just like really never clicked for me. But I definitely enjoy it though. Christian, this is what broke Christian Bale out. So
Yeah. Honestly, I think I like it each time I watch it because, like I said, I always find something different in it to make me think something different about what's going down. You know what I mean? Just like I said,
yeah,
I just thought about the father thing and have him clean shit up. Like that's why I kind of try to watch it like once a year and almost forget about some things. Because I can't remember everything about the movie. There's a lot of people like some of my favorites. I know scene by scene, but there's a lot of people that like can recite lines and recites just so much shit. And I can do some stuff, but it's like I end up watching so much that it kind of goes out, and that's why I'm able to watch movies over and over again throughout the years, because like I forget some things. I remember a lot of stuff with certain ones, but obviously I can't remember everything. But I think this movie's just it's one you can pick up different each time you view it, depending
I'm
how
never
you're feeling or what kind of
Yeah. I'm never disappointed watching or anything like that.
You're
I
disappointed.
feel like by the time I saw it, it was like kind of maybe it was like overhyped for me. So by the time I saw it, I was like, it's solid, but I don't get the hype about it. But it's never one I've seen it multiple times, so it's not one I'm ever disappointed watching though. It's a good movie, very good movie.
Yeah, I kind of felt the same my first watch. I was a little overhyped, and I was like, it's really good, but I was like, I feel like the older you get, maybe the more you understand it a little more too. You know what I mean? Because when we watched it first, we were like teenagers or so. You know what I mean? Or it's like kind of over our head a bit.
Yeah.
Scarpad, what'd you think though, brother? First time watching, huh?
No, saw it in 2000 when it came out on
Yeah,
video,
I'm sure you did.
and I've always liked it. The first time I saw it, I liked it. I've only seen it once. Christian Bale
Oh, this
obviously
second time
makes
then.
yeah, Christian Bale obviously makes the movie. I think it was his performance, although at times I think he's channeling Data from Star Trek or watching the Data episode with Lore in it. He just is the same character, but he's great in it, and I like the way the movie plays with all the excess of the '80s. You know, everybody was so superficial back then, and concerned with just this minor shit that's going on in the world, the business cards, and I do like how the movie kind of plays with shifting between like reality and what's in his head, because my take on it is that he does kill the street bum. He does kill the prostitutes because they're below him. He fantasizes about killing his boss because these people he sees as everybody has on their card. Everybody had vice president, so they were all attaining to be the vice president. So I think
Right.
he fantasizes that he kills them, and that's why everybody sees the guy in France, and the detective says, "Well, he's in France, and we know you didn't do it," and whatnot. So I think the stuff he gets away with, the invisible people, the prostitutes, the homeless, that nobody really cares about. Even William Dafoe doesn't care about them. The only guy they care about is the guy he really didn't kill. And that's why you see him dragging the blanket out of the theater, out of his townhouse through the front door with blood dripping out the back end of it. That's got to be
I
a
almost,
fantasy.
I,
So otherwise they wouldn't know it was him. So that's just my take on it. That most of it's real, except for when he kills the guy, he's the unattainable guy that he can't get. Maybe the same reason why he doesn't kill Chloe Savigny. I don't know. Except he's just
you guys, pointing
but
out.
I just want to say one more thing. I do love with his shift when he goes from like really satirical and funny to like when he's down there killing all dressed up and biting the girl's leg in the bathroom. He really becomes a monster, and he did such a great performance on that. So
Animalistic.
yeah, I really liked it.
Fucking face.
Yeah.
But you guys are pointing out how he's like not really smart, and it's kind of like his dad might be handling stuff for him. He was kind of given the position in the company by his dad. Like he's born with a silver spoon in his mouth. So, and this whole theme of him wanting to just fit in and listening to the hippest music, wearing the hottest clothes, and what's considered in because he's so insecure. I almost don't feel like he has enough confidence. Like that's him imagining what he would like to do.
Right.
Now, I don't think he actually ever kills anyone because he's too weak to actually execute that. Like
That's what
he just keeps that
everyone
rage
says.
inside.
Anytime, like when he confesses to his lawyer, he's like, you're like
Didn't take him seriously.
nothing, bro. Like, and
Right.
then Jared Leto basically like,
Well, his lawyer though doesn't even know it's him. That's why
yeah, that's true.
these people are interchangeable. That's why he keeps on getting the guy's name wrong because he's invisible. They all count the same to him.
That's why I think he killed Paul Allen. I still think he killed everybody that you see him kill.
See, Paul Allen,
they set it all up throughout the whole movie. They set all those bits up so that you can believe that this dude thinks he had dinner with Paul Allen.
Because
I think that's the whole idea of there's
they
like
all
5 or
look
6.
very similar.
Yeah, they're all.
What about the police shootout?
Okay.
That's why I think there are certain things that didn't actually happen because he's even fucking surprised by that. I also, when you let go of a chainsaw, it turns off. Right. Like there's little things that I think that are clues into what's real and what's not.
And that nobody hears the chick banging on walls, the chainsaw revving when he's chasing her down the hall.
See, like with that scene, I think it's because he didn't kill her before, and now he's like fantasizing about doing it or something. I don't know, because there's no way you go through this apartment at like 3 a.m. with a chainsaw running completely fucking nude and manic, and like nobody fucking notices. She's banging on doors.
But some of those places, it seemed like he had like 4 different places that he lived. So maybe it seemed like that building was empty. There was nobody else in it.
He had the one place, and then he was taking people to Paul Allen's place. The guy, Jared Leto's place.
Because there was another place too.
That's that one bit, right? And he's keeping bodies there, and nobody's there. But like once again, if you have the dad interpretation, daddy's cleaning it all up, taking care of his son.
I take it as you could take it as the dad, but another theory is it's just that real estate agent too. Everybody in the world, which is why everybody's kind of a piece of shit. Nobody really shows humanity because everybody is part of the same era, I guess. You know what I mean? So you could say that real estate agent.
Superficial.
Well, what do you
is
think the
just-
real
she
estate
just
agent was
painted
all
the
about,
place.
though? What
She's
do you
about
think it was
money.
all about?
She's about making money, and
Yeah, but she almost seemed
No
like
one's gonna
she
buy the
knew
house
him,
if you
though.
did.
She almost seemed like she knew him. And
I
she
don't
was
think
covering
she
something
may have
knew
else.
him.
known that he's the fucking killer, right? Because the
But yeah,
whole movie
that's
is
what it
about
seemed like.
keeping up appearances, right? The
She-
whole movie's about that.
she
keeping
was
up appearances.
told by the director I don't even think the director even explained to her why her motivations, but she told her just act like you're a guardian of the apartment, which I love. I think it used to bug me, the ambiguity of it when like back in the day, but I really enjoyed it this time. Shit like that. Like, oh, you don't know what she's up to, that real
It's
estate
definitely
agent.
intentional because in the commentary she mentions that she directs Willem Dafoe to do 3 different takes of
Yeah.
every line.
And she
One where he's
liked
sure
all
that
3.
Bateman did it, one where he doesn't think Bateman did it, one where he's kind of unsure.
Yep.
And she
Yeah.
mixed them all together. And
Not
you-
every
Yeah.
line, like he did
Splice them
3
all
runs
together,
through
make
like
it
Yeah.
of the whole
you're
thing.
destined.
I love that, dude.
yeah.
That's genius, bro. Where you like you make them do 3 separate, and then you splice them together to make it seem like you don't.
'Cause you
you're,
see that,
you're
like,
guessing
even
the
the
whole
bit-
time.
Even the bit where he has an alibi because someone mistakes him for being at this dinner. When he says that, he's like,
Right.
right, and he laughs with them, and then all of a sudden he's like, because it would be crazy if someone would have just killed one of their best friends for no reason.
Right.
Yeah.
I almost wish I wouldn't have heard that because it distracts you now when you watch his performance in the movie because it's really obvious when they go to different takes, but it's cool. It's an interesting technique.
Well, I believe they said too that because remember Jared Leto mistakes him for whatever that he calls him, and then
Walks
he
into the-
says he's like he mistakes me for him, who like a taller guy because he gets similar glasses, same
Glasses and
guy
shit.
cuts his hair, and
They
they
all
wear
kinda look
both
the same.
Valentino suits.
Yeah, that's the
I
thing.
think that maybe Bateman killed the wrong guy, and that's why like his lawyer's like, I just had dinner with Paul Allen like a couple days ago, or even
Right.
10 days ago. So they're like, maybe he fucked up and did kill someone because they say that all these yuppies look like the same, and everybody gets they're all
When
mixed with each other. Like
when they
his
point
friends
out-
don't even know who he is.
When they point out Paul Allen in the opening scene at the restaurant, like Paul Allen
That's
over
not
there,
him.
it's not him.
That's not him.
So, I mean, or at least it's not Jared Leto. So maybe,
right, exactly.
yeah.
Maybe Jared Leto is.
Hold on, guys. I don't mean to interrupt, but we got reservations for dinner, right?
Right.
Well, I gotta drop off some videos
Delta.
before we go.
It better be
That's cool.
someplace good. I'm not even hungry.
Good luck
I just,
Getting
I just-
reservations now.
Yeah, I'll get a reservation at Dorsey.
Doors.
Dorsey,
Yeah.
yeah. I got the hookup.
The
Nobody
menus say
nobody
Arcadia.
goes there anymore. And then when they pay for, he's like $5.57, not bad. And they all throw their cards down, like $5.57. Jesus Christ,
Right.
that is like $120 a piece for all of them or some shit.
And that's 3 drinks each, probably.
Probably, bro. So Vern, all right, Scarphead, were you done?
Yeah.
Vern, my man, what did
Bro.
you think, brother?
I've always liked this movie a lot. Like since it came out, I think it's a phenomenal performance. But I bought it this week, 4K. Enjoyed that
Yeah,
quite
I
a bit.
think
Only
I'm
way to
gonna
go.
get the 4K too, and
Dude.
just sell my Blu-ray or something.
I just kept putting it on. I watched it, fucking loved it. Loved it probably more than I've ever enjoyed the movie. And then I
4K
watched
look good?
both commentaries while I was just watching the kid and stuff with it on in the background. And yeah, the 4K looks great
Looks
for
good.
sure.
I'm wondering the difference on the Blu-ray, but
Yeah.
I'll
I
probably
mean,
just get it because I do love the film.
And one's
I mean-
in 4K.
Did y'all peep the shirt? And the
Oh,
Blu-ray?
yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
I can't see it.
It's an American Psycho shirt.
Oh, right.
With him
Oh,
with the fucking raincoat on or whatever.
It's fucking sick.
Yeah.
But no, dude, I loved it, man. I think it used to bug me. I think a lot of the things that used to bug me about the movie, the ambiguity, and whether or not you know whether it's in his head, and the ending. Like I didn't like the ending when the movie came out or when I watched it back in the day. But none of that bugged me this time. I liked it a lot more. And then I think even the commentaries, which I know I've mentioned like 10 times, but they really opened up a lot of interesting things to me too. It made me appreciate the movie even more and just listening to what they changed in the book. But the performances alone, you're right. Christian Bale's the only one that really gets a chance to shine, but the cast is crazy. Like William Dafoe and what's her Jared Leto. Just like everywhere you look, there's a
Chloe-
famous
Chloe-
Chloe 70 or what was her name?
Sigourney.
Bigny.
the hookers, the
Sig-
prostitutes.
Oh yes, you know.
They weren't. I don't know who they were, but they were excellent performances too, dude. The music is fire as shit. Not that it's music that I love necessarily, but the way it's used in the film is as good as it gets, dude. So, I loved the movie. The symbolism, the characterization of Bateman, and just Scarphead. You mentioned in the chat and here that he's like Brent Spiner, and this is something I heard a while back that they told him to act as if he's pretending to be human, which is pretty much like what a psychopath would do. Is you don't connect with anyone, so you're just looking at people and being like, how the fuck do I act? And that's probably
like
why he
behavior.
has that robotic.
Maybe you watched it. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe.
Go
Right.
watch
Not
any Evil Dead episode.
I know exactly what the fuck you're
Call him
talking about.
lore,
Yeah.
brother. Come on. Us real trekkers call him lore.
Any evil one, when he gets taken over by an alien or anything. Yeah,
I get it. It's similar, but I don't know if just because something's similar to
I
something
don't
that
think
you
he
know about.
stole
means
it. I'm
it's a
just
bad
saying
thing.
it's very similar. But
Right. I think,
They're
in
similar
my
type
opinion,
faces.
Spiner was the first human to act like a robot, just so everybody knows. Okay.
well, I'm talking about acting like a robot who is compromised, not a robot. Like
I
under the
think
influence.
it's one of like the best performances in horror movie history. My opinion. I love it. I think it's so fucking funny, and his what am I want to say? The way he moves with his body, acting with his body, just like there's so many little things, especially in that one scene, the way he's pointing at shit and just it's incredible. Dude.
I love his takes on music too. It's just to listen to him talk about music.
Yeah, have you guys seen the?
getting ready to kill Paul?
Have you guys seen the parody bit with like Huey Lewis and Weird Al, where they parody that scene?
No, I'll have to watch.
Y'all gotta watch it.
I
'Cause it's
think-
Huey Lewis playing Bateman's character, talking about American Psycho instead of Huey Lewis, and Weird Al's like Jared Leto. It's
funny.
really funny.
Really?
I think for that music scene, I read somewhere that he was what the statement he was making about the band or whatever was like a quote. He was just quoting some other critic. Like
Could be.
nothing was original from him. He was just everything was
Right.
just.
Well,
Sounds like an episode of DHS.
the way they talk about the reason like that's in there. First of all, I guess in the book they're just chapters where it's just him in his head reviewing music, and he thinks he sounds really smart, and they just want to weave that into the movie. But their point is that he's so shallow and hollow that he finds all this deep meaning in these not deep
commercial.
these really shallow, shitty pop songs.
Sounds like
they're
a
good or
PCB
not
movie
enjoyable. But no, I mean, yeah, I think that's fucking brilliant.
Surf Ninjas is a milestone, watershed moment of our time in cinematic history. I just wanted to know that.
Especially for the 90s.
But no, that's my dig on it for now, dude. I enjoyed the shit out of it. I think it's one of the best movies of the 2000s for sure. I'll agree with you, Dylan, for sure.
Oh yeah, dude. Glad you enjoyed it. So Robbie, last but definitely not least, fucking break them up.
I'm about to unload. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so this is the third time I've seen this movie, right? So I watched it when it first came out because I worked at the movie theater when it came out, and I watched it, and I remember being like, this is funny, but kind of fucking weird, right? And I liked it enough. And then it came out on DVD. I wound up picking it up eventually, and we watched it again. And I remember like that's where I started getting into the idea of like the ambiguity of things. Oh, is what's in his head, what's not, things like that. And then I just never went back to it, right? Just never went back to it. Eventually sold. You know, I used to have like 1,500 DVDs, and eventually I just sold most. You know what I'm saying? When Blu-ray was coming and all that kind of shit, right? So I bought it a couple weeks ago because it was $5 on Amazon. And I was like, why not buy the uncut version? I'm sure I saw the uncut version if that was the one released on DVD. I don't know. But so rewatching it, and I watched it with one of the chicks I'm dating. And I enjoyed it. I still enjoyed it. Like, and I think I enjoyed it more because I always did appreciate this film, but I wouldn't have said it's one of the best films of the 2000s. I wouldn't have said that it's, you know, so powerful in certain elements of it. Now, watching it this week, I still wouldn't say it's one of the greatest films of the odds, right? But I understand why people are into it, right? Now, another film from that era that people fucking love and quote as one of their favorite movies of all time is Requiem for a Dream. Those people, that's a red flag to me, bruh. That's a red flag. So I almost like started lumping American Psycho into that one, but it's a completely different experience. This is a satirical near masterpiece, and it is a tour de force performance from I almost said Christian Bale. And in fact, there's a lot of talk that he should have won the Academy Award, or at least been nominated. And I look at the year 2000, Russell Crowe won, right? For Gladiator, right? Because that was 2000 was the year of Gladiator. So Russell Crowe, I think, won Best Actor for that, right?
Yeah.
But this is a better performance than Russell Crowe in Gladiator. As much as I love Gladiator, and I was a champion of that movie, and I got majorly into Russell Crowe during that time, this is one of Christian Bale's best performances. Now, I'm a big fan of Christian Bale. I watched this film. He was then, shortly after that, he was in the Shaft remake with Samuel L. Jackson. Right? And he plays that so well. And then he wound up in that movie with Taye Diggs called Equilibrium.
That's not a bad
That's a good movie.
Love that movie.
Okay.
I love
That's
that.
like a Matrix, pre-Matrix movie.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it came out.
I love that movie. And that shit where he leaves the gun clips on the floor, and then it's the exact timing where he spins and reloads. Oh my god, yeah, that's gun fu right there. Taye Diggs is in it with his sexy ass, like absolutely was pulling for Christian Bale. And when he got announced to be Batman, everybody was like, "What? Who's Christian Bale?" And I'm like, "Watch Equilibrium. Watch Equilibrium. That's Batman in a way. Like that could be Batman, right?" So I've been a fan of his for a long time. I really think that this is one of his best performances he's ever given. It's brilliant. It is an absolute brilliant. He plays the suave charm of this character, at the same time plays the awkward, uneasy, anxious side of this character, and then also goes completely bonkers, schizophrenic, psychotic, losing it in this movie. And there's also a cold emptiness within. The most nuanced part of this movie to me is Bale's performance. The satire is right there, and it's so on the nose, but it's also kind of subtle with the way it's talking about identity and things like that. And I really appreciate that. The rest of the cast, I feel bad for him because you got Renee Zellweger, you got Willem Dafoe, you got the chick that he's banging is Princess Daisy or whatever the fuck from the Super Mario Brothers movie. You know what I'm saying? And they have to compete with Christian Bale in this movie, you know, and it's ridiculous to have to do that in this film because I think it's great. It's got wonky structure for me towards the third act. The ending feels rushed for me. It feels like it just kind of and it just kind of then it's like the hill gets a little too short and your bike flips the fuck over, you fall over, you knock all the wind out of yourself, you're sitting there. That's kind of what happens. But I do like the film. I love the idea, actually. Oliver Stone, I'm a fan. Stuart Gordon, I'm a big fan. David Cronenberg, I'm a big fan. I'm glad that a woman directed this because we get that kind of that satire on 80s Wall Street, but we also basically what's worst in every successful male is epitomized by Christian Bale and his friends in this movie. And you're getting it from a woman's perspective. So for a movie from the 2000s, it actually ages pretty well in its depiction of women and in particular sex workers, I think, and what they deal with and how they have their own story as well. So I think that there's some elements in this that are actually quite elevated in today's standards because it's from the perspective of a woman. But what do I know? I'm not a woman. However, I really do like this film, and I'm glad that I did buy it, and it's something that I will watch more and more. So I would say this is the most thrilled I was to watch it. I really appreciated it. I don't think it's perfect, but I think it's got many things that are damn near perfect about it.
Oh yeah.
What's that?
Now I got to go return some videotapes. So,
well, you better hurry back. But
rewind.
Probably worth money now, actually.
I mean,
right?
You know, one other thing, I always would try to pause it to see like if it would show what he's taking, but right before he kills Paul Allen, throws on that that ring jacket or
Oh,
whatever,
and pops
and
like
pops a pill right
Pops
before.
a pill,
So I
yeah.
wonder, it's obviously something for his fucking psych,
some value.
But it's like, it's so. I almost I kind of like.
Also, real quick, I'm sorry. Don't forget Empire of the Sun and the Newsies. They both had Christian Bale in it as well.
Early Christian Bale, wasn't that Steven Spielberg?
Newsies.
Yeah. Empire of the Sun is Spielberg for sure, but the Newsies, yeah, he's in the Newsies as well.
But
He's like a newsboy.
I almost feel like his dad maybe cleaning up everything for him would be like perfect if you got like a hint at maybe his background in the slightest, maybe, or it's just something you could think like he's taking the meds because maybe he got put into a psych ward or something when he was younger, and now that's why he's like, I just want to fit in. You know what I mean? He's like, he's trying to like kind of stay on the narrow and fit in, and I don't want people to think I'm weird and crazy. You know what I mean? So
it's ecstasy that he gives the girls in the later scene that he puts in there. I guess it's ecstasy, but you see him doing coke in other scenes, so you could.
What's funny is you watch the commentary, so you know this, Verno. But when they're doing the coke scene in the bathroom, that was supposed to be the opening scene.
Really?
But they didn't like how busy it was. They wanted to focus solely on him. And so the editor goes, just put it in this other scene where they're hanging out at the club. So if you really watch closely, they're in a different suit than when they go back in. And I never noticed that shit.
Right.
Me neither. But I could, now when you say that, I could kind of see that being an opening scene. You know what I mean? Just because it kind of would have like they both set the precedence of like what kind of guys they are and everything, because it's like they're just at this fancy place and like, this fucking place sucks. It's
the scene that they use
Go do a bump
because it shows the uneasy slide that's about to happen, right? As opposed to like in that scene, his buddy Justin Theroux's character is looking and acting more ridiculous and psychotic than he actually is, right?
Yeah. And I wouldn't say, because I know Vern said he didn't think he was very smart. I don't think I would say that he's just like a genius level. I'd say he's definitely educated, because when Theroux's making all those comments and stuff, I feel like he knows like what to say for people to be like, ooh, like.
Yeah, let's just calm down on all the anti-Semitic shit.
Yeah,
okay?
exactly.
He's been conditioned.
You have to end apartheid, okay?
Well, it's all just
gotta play his part.
Yeah,
He knows how to play his part, and he does it well.
Yeah.
But there's definitely a lot going on. I mean, I love the scene when he goes to the bathroom to kill the girl he's banging's like soon to be husband, and he's just like, the guy that he sees when he's carrying the dead body. Maybe
I've seen the way you look at me.
Yeah. Why here? Why now?
He still fucking takes off his gloves, and he's just so fucking repulsed, man. And he's like, that's another moment where he breaks out of the sweat, right? Like on cue, and he washes his gloves.
Yeah, that's the best. I love that so much.
I love though when he walks out too with the body supposedly in the bag, and he's like, oh, Patrick, where did you get that overnight bag? You think he's gonna say like, what the fuck is in that bag? And he's just like, so. And he's like,
I got it here.
What suit is this? This is your compliment will suffice.
Yeah.
God damn it. That's like the term he gave him.
My favorite bit.
I thought it was smart that they opened up the movie with the whole cleansing routine and showing him peeling off.
For sure.
How anal he was with routine.
Because he's peeling off one face and showing another face underneath it. And I thought that was a smart move.
That is very cool.
That bit, like him even starting that way, because part of my problem with the movie and the story was like, dude, it's really like repetitive. They've got the one scene in the apartment. He talks about music. He kills Jared Leto. He brings some girls back to the apartment. He does that again, but that bugged me. But then you realize, like, dude, that's all about what he is. That's what defines him is his routine. He doesn't change much. He's stuck in a.
Mary Herron says that he's so dead inside and so cold. There's no emotion. There's nothing inside. There is no light inside of him. So it's not that he's not smart. It's not that he's unintelligent, right? But it's that there's just nothing inside. So even to kill or to fuck, he has to watch porno. He has to watch Texas Chainsaw Massacre. He has to like get an outside force to show him how to be.
Well, that
Right.
scene where he's
Yeah.
he's doing the prostitute and he's all about posing in the mirror, and that was
Yeah.
great.
I think that's
Great
like
scene.
giving himself confidence or something. Trying to
Yeah,
give
he was more into himself than
Well, that just should
how
be.
he looked.
definitely
Yeah,
is
I
more
mean-
into
Bro, did you
himself
see
than
that
anything.
definition though, Steph? I mean, come on, wouldn't you be?
I mean, he was flexing while he's
I'd probably be,
doing work.
I'd be looking in the mirror myself.
He was like kissing the biceps and stuff, like
I'd
just
be like, okay, you're going a little too far, but
I don't want to be that guy that keeps going back to the commentary, but Mary Herron says in that scene she wanted it to seem awkward, the sex, right? Like so many scenes that you get with like sex workers, they're very glamorous, right?
Yeah.
But she's like, no, this is awkward sex, and they couldn't quite nail it until she goes, just make poses in the mirror.
yeah, it works. Yeah,
And who all has not just like when you feel like you're in it and you're giving it all, you're all just look in the mirror and be like, fuck yeah, like I got
I'm the man.
Until I made
doing
the
the
mistake
Lord's
of
work.
recording it and watching that. Then,
Your mistake was recording it from behind you.
yeah, it
So
wasn't,
you just saw your ass and balls just slapping all over the
I don't think there was an angle that would have worked, if I'm being honest. It wasn't. It changed my perspective. But moving on.
You gotta just get the girl and leave yourself out of it. That's what I try to do. So no visuals.
I'm so straight I don't even like looking at my own dick.
Oh yeah. Fucking funny. That's hilarious.
Dylan looks so uncomfortable now. He's like, he's found me out.
No, I mean, I'd be all right looking at my.
I'm really thinking about it.
Says you.
Times. Yeah.
You almost see Christian's dick a couple times in this movie, man. I was trying to catch a glimpse.
Yeah,
man.
he's like-
I think he went for it, and they just had to edit it out because he
Like,
was.
No,
Christian.
they
Like,
clipped it up.
y'all
They
couldn't
clipped
put
it
it
up.
He's
back
helicopter in
in the
it.
unrated cut.
He's just up there.
Yeah.
Like, Christian, calm down, man.
She's like, no, not the other helicopter with like the chainsaw.
Butt ass naked.
You should have had a
running
dick in the
chainsaw,
box.
But he didn't. He
In the box.
made sure to put on a pair of shoes. You gotta have safety. You don't want to drop your chainsaw and hit one.
Isn't that funny? I thought that too. Like,
You always got to keep the shoes on.
Get the shoes
Yeah.
on.
Nice,
Dude, I love
it helps you.
laced up.
the way that
I mean, if
girl's
you
running
notice-
down the hall. Like that's like one of the most intense chase scenes. The way she's banging on the door with two hands, like there's something about it that's so intense. It seems more lifelike, like what you would really turn around and bang on doors and
Panic.
yeah.
No
Yeah.
shit, dude. If someone bangs on my door at 3:00 in the fucking morning, I'm just going.
I'm not answering that shit. Yeah.
Go knock on someone else's door, bitch. Yeah.
Someone just ding dong ditched.
I'm not trying to be involved in y'all's dispute.
Yeah,
You know?
you gonna have to take that up with your.
All right, well,
with
what
someone
time
else.
should I come over, Robbie? 10, 10:30? Is that better for you?
Our best is outside. Ah, let's go stereo ground.
But she does run down them steps way too slow. That's my only.
Arpad, you should come down soon, man. By the way, like next month at the Huntsville Comic and Pop Culture Expo, we got Gates McFadden. We got
It's a real good one.
yeah, John
I was
Delancey.
sleeping on Steph's couch. He offered it to me, and I might come down there.
Steph didn't live down
I
here.
know Bruno's
It's
got
gonna
the
be
phone,
very
so I go Bruno,
tight.
Steph.
We got William Shatner here, man. Is all I'm saying. I'm not going to
Arpad's
be
going on
saying
tour.
at that time.
Hey, you can have him sign your Kingdom of the
I
Spider
might,
shirt.
I
He'll
might
be
do a
like,
tour.
I thought I had this fucking movie deleted from this planet.
He's like, the only movie I hate worse than this is American Psycho 2.
He loves that. Loves that. He was right.
Like the only good thing about that movie was that I got to be around Mila Kunis for like a week or two straight.
Mila's who?
Mila Kunis.
She was
But
on his
yeah,
Kunis?
you should have Shatner sign your Kingdom of the Spiders Blu-ray.
Hey, absolutely. But every signature is like $150. So
Well, you
Yeah,
can
pick and
afford
choose.
it. You can afford it.
I think there's a few I'd go to before I
Yeah,
went to
sign
him.
maybe a couple weird things. Is it really 150?
Mila Kunis would be worth
I
it.
would say the average is probably about that, right?
I think I heard that William Shatner was at this con. He's going to be like 120. They're going to cap the line, and they weren't going to allow vendors in early in the line because people complained last
Yeah, I
year.
think about
Because
150 is about the going rate for anybody who's a celebrity popular, right?
well, for him, he's top dog, right? So like
Right.
he's up there. Like Carl Weathers is 80.
Top G.
I looked that up because he's going to be at MegaCon, and just can't swing it. I want to meet Carl Weathers so much.
Does he do the? Can you do the pose with the pic? You know, does he do that?
Well, I don't even care about
That's
that.
worth $80.
I just want to get him to fucking sign a chicken bone or something so I can put it in a stew and get my stew on. If I had any Arrested Development fans, that's my favorite role.
Or have him sign like a wooden hand.
Yeah, from
Yeah.
Happy Gilmore. Yeah.
Just go shake his hand and have
It's
his
all
arm.
in there.
Everybody's coming at him with Rocky
damn it.
and fucking Predator and fucking Mandalorian, and I'm just like, dude, you Arrested Development, your performance, brilliant.
Can
Brilliant.
you please sign my Arrested Development DVD box set, please?
Yes, please. I got one right over there.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know if he was in season. We're moving on.
Let me see.
I just want to say, Dylan said that she's running slow down the stairs. I agree. Most sex positive workers are usually in heels. They know how to move in those.
She's
So
not.
for her to be in bare feet and running so slow,
She was
disappointed.
ready to run because she was trying to sneak out before, and then the girl was like,
Yeah.
biting her fucking tongue off or her lip or something. I forget exactly.
I think we stabbed her or something. I don't know.
No, I think he was biting her.
Biting
They're like making
I thought
out.
he was biting her too. Yeah.
I like that.
And he like bit her leg, right? Like bit a chunk out of her leg or
Well,
some
no,
shit.
but when he's under the covers and the
Yeah.
blonde chick's trying to like sneak out.
Might have.
like,
That's right.
She remembered
It hurt.
Because she knew what was
Everything was
coming. She knew
fine.
what was coming from the last time.
Well, I
Yeah,
was gonna
'cause,
say,
hey,
what did he do to her the first time? Because you don't know that
They
either.
didn't show
you
it,
see, the
no.
one girl's got a
I
bloody
think he, like,
nose.
beat the shit out of him. Or
I think
something.
he just beat their.
Because
I don't know, man. He
Everything
got a
was
coat
fine
hanger. He
until
did
the
all
end.
kinds of fucked up. And she said, I'm going to need surgery after that. man."
Right.
So, yeah.
Right? Yeah, that's
yeah,
fucked up.
I don't even want to get into description on what I think he could
He
have.
wrote her a blank check, though.
Please
didn't
don't, man. We don't want that.
Yeah. No. I'm sure you already know what I'm thinking, but yeah, I think
I don't think I do, actually. I've learned some things about you recently. So
well,
you don't even like looking at your own dick. You're dick shamed, man. What's wrong? There's nothing wrong with dicks, man. Come
I
on.
told you,
Natural.
I'm fine with my dick. I want to see no one else's.
You never know what you're gonna get on an episode of DHS.
That's for damn
Box
sure.
of chocolate.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But I guess I'm trying to think what else we could do because we kind of said a lot. Since we're already like an hour in, I'd say maybe probably. What would you say? Would you want to dive into cinematography on it? I know we definitely have to do what it means, obviously.
I mean, we can. You can basically be like, you can, if you want to, you can be like, let's encapsulate thoughts and then rate it, or just like, if you want to, yeah, style and structure is totally plausible. And what you think it's me, and we covered a lot of this already, but I know we can dive right back into it.
I mean, I think if we just go around the circle one more time, doing the theme and the
I was
rating and
gonna
final
say.
thoughts, we can jam it all in and fucking make it happen.
I'd say if you want, do a little style and structure with the theme, and then we can go back around and rate it if you want. You wanna
Say
do that?
final thoughts and rating. That's a good way to
Okay.
say it, right?
Final thoughts and rating then with the theme if you got it. I know Robbie will have a good one. I
mean, it's about psychos in America.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Yeah. I guess
Like
I'll start it. Style and structure obviously I think is great. I wonder. I'd have to see what else this Mary Herron has also directed. Because
She
it kind
did
of
that
feels
one.
like
I've never
Mary
seen it.
Ambert in a way to me. I know they're both Marys, but you know what I mean. Like,
Yeah, I never saw this one, but she did that one. It kind of caused a little bit of waves, like I shot Andy Warhol or something like that.
oh,
Never
The one
seen
she
is that
did
the-
for this.
oh,
Never
really?
seen that one.
But you know, I think this movie is stylely great. You know, it encapsulates the '80s Wall Street type deal, you know, that they're trying to do, and I think it accomplishes that, you know, yuppie stereotype. If I don't even know if it's I guess it's a stereotype, but you know, to the writer, this was how they really were. So I think you know, I really enjoy movies kind of like that. Like Wolf of Wall Street is one of my favorite movies, so it's kind of always fun to see like these guys, and there a lot of people look at them as assholes, but they make some money, man. And so in a way, you're like, I wish I could walk around in an Armani suit and just make all the money they do.
I'd
Like,
be an asshole for some money.
whew,
I'm an asshole and
I
I'm
do it for
broke,
free.
dude.
Right.
Yeah, you're like, I'm an asshole for minimum wage, brother. But Yeah, I think the movie is beautifully shot as well. Cinematography is just fantastic. Like I was saying earlier, it's a very lit film. There's a couple dark scenes in the alley. One scene I do not like, and my brother Evan, he'll agree with me on this because I just hate anything to do with like hurting animals and shit. When he kills the homeless guy. And then he freaking like stomps on the dog. That shit kills me, man. I hate seeing shit like that.
I said in the chat, you can kill a ton of homeless people, but just don't kill no animals, man.
Exactly. You should let
effective
that
though.
Yeah.
I don't like it either, but it made me like.
He almost shot the cat.
Yeah,
too.
that might be, he almost shoots the cat because that's another thing. When he's at the bank, the bank tells him, "Come feed me a stray cat," or you know what I mean. So
that's the most far-fetched. That's the one thing that you can clearly be like, okay, that's 100% not real. It proves the and dude, well, never mind. Go ahead.
Oh no, you're good, bro.
Well, I was going to point out, we mentioned earlier, like in the commentary, like the way that Mary Harron, she really points it out, like at this point in the movie, that's the director. Like when he's shooting at the cop and he looks at the gun, she's like, at this point, he's in a movie now. Even he is realizing, like, you can really, that's the time where you can see it really cracking and shit. It's kind of like that scene is the one that's proving that it's not all real.
Right.
Even though it's maybe the best part of the fucking movie when he pulls out and shoots the door guy or whatever the fuck.
Yo, that was my favorite scene when he goes to the revolving door and the janitor dude, he like shoots the janitor dude and runs right back out.
So good.
I laughed at that. I shouldn't have.
You notice the security guy calls him Mr. Smith, and that's the name I didn't hear. Like they call
like you recognized him.
Waldstrom or something, and then Bateman. He had there's like 3 names that I would hear say, but Smith was not one. That
it's just because he's getting
because they all look alike.
Yeah.
All the yuppies, they all dress alike.
I want to say, I bet the first 2 or 3 times I watched this movie back when it came out, I don't think I ever noticed that he called him Smith. There was this mistaken identity theme going on.
Yeah, I didn't either. Honestly, I didn't either. That's why it's one that I always pick up some new things with it, and I haven't even watched the commentary. So once I watch that, I feel like I'm gonna pick up other things. You know what I mean? Even though I watched a lot of videos and listening to what the director and the writers were going for and all that. He has a very nice deep red poster in the background.
Yeah, he does. I'm jealous.
I'm surprised you don't. Oh, you didn't get that set.
No, and I wouldn't be the kind of scrub to put a fucking deep red poster up. It'd have to be Profundo Rosso. You know what I'm saying?
That's the flip side. It's just not as good, bro.
Fuck, man. Are you serious?
Yeah.
God, now I'm more jealous.
But yeah, man, I think I think the music's pretty good in this too. You get a lot of good like a lot of good music that he's playing. He's very obsessed with music and what's hip
pop
and
culture.
what's out, pop culture. He's just trying to kind of stay in tune and what's going on in the world.
And aside from that,
relevant,
the actual score is done by John Cale, who was one of the founders with Lou Reed of the Velvet Underground. And I think the score is really good in this film.
Yeah, I agree. But yeah, I think
But it does get overshadowed by Huey Lewis and Phil Collins and Whitney Houston. Actually, it's not even Whitney Houston. They wouldn't let him use it. So they used like an orchestral version of it.
They really came in. Huey Lewis and them really came into their own on when sports came out.
Yeah, but
I agree.
Hippity Square was too black.
No, their first 3 albums were a little bit too new wave for me.
Hippity Square was
really came into their own when they dropped sports, though.
Yeah, sports is their best album. I'll say that for sure. I'm not even.
When he goes in the bathroom, though, his voice kind of changes. He's like speaking like in this weird but they really should. They don't listen to the lyrics.
What about the bit when that awkward bit when Willem Dafoe's like, Huey Lewis just picked it up.
Right.
He's like, I don't like Huey Lewis. And he's like, why not? He's like, you're not a fan of music? He's like, I don't like singers. Huey Lewis sounds he's a little black sounding for me. It's like so uncomfortable. Willem Dafoe's like, teach us now.
I like that they say that the William Dafoe casting him was controversial because the cop was really supposed to just blend in with all of the other male character. His friends and him and William Dafoe or the cop were supposed to be like the same type of people.
He even says that he thought about being a Wall Street guy.
Yeah.
Oh, I
and
missed
in
that.
the book, apparently he comes and goes really quick, but it was one of the things that Mary put in when she was writing the script, co-writing it with her co-writer, who Guinevere was the lady who he like drugs to have sex with the sex
Yeah.
worker, right? But like they were saying that they made him kind of the structure of the movie because it's a book from the perspective of this dude, right? So you don't have a lot of structure, like conventional structure, I should say. So not that this is a conventionally structured movie, but it
Right.
gives you that element of progression through the movie with his investigation,
Well,
even though it goes nowhere really.
I thought about that, and like I think if you think about Maniac, the one from the 80s, it's hard. Like what do you want to see Patrick Bateman do? Like you want to see him go like overcome some kind of challenges? Like he goes to the club and he kills people and he goes to work. That's you know what I mean? Like I couldn't think of some other kind of environment that I wanted to see him in because I thought that was like if my biggest nitpick would have been well, there's not like a story. There's not much of a story, but even at the end,
that's why the restructuring of the detective I think is so brilliant actually because it gives you three moments to really set apart the structure of the film, right? And I believe it's 3, and it's the rule of 3, right? But he has 3 very distinct conversations. If you look at the same era, Bryan Singer's X-Men film, 3 scenes with Xavier and Magneto that like, right?
Yeah.
So it's the rule of 3 that they use with Willem Dafoe, who is the best performance in this film outside of Christian Bale, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Distinguished.
Dude. He's got that crazy look in his eyes, like. But is he friendly? Does he know? Yeah, he's perfect.
He can play a really friendly guy, and you believe it, and but he has that menacing. But he can play menacing, obviously.
He's got
very
2
easily.
sides, man.
Yeah, the duality.
Man, we didn't even talk about.
I wasn't expecting that one.
When he kind of confesses to his lawyer, he talks about eating their brains and cooking them a little. It was like he took a little bit too much from that.
He even tried cooking a little bit. I tried cooking.
He does like a little like
cooking.
Almost like gags when he says that. And I cooked a little bit.
I feel like
that performance at the end.
Fucking nasty. What if I cook it? Then the smell. You can't get that out of an apartment, man. I promise you.
Another one where in the commentary go back there, like they did that 16 times, that whole speech. And the beginning of the speech is the first take, and the end is take 16. So they kept on like wrapping him up into like hysterics and shit by the end of it.
And then someone walked in his fucking eye line, and he just lost it on set. Christian Bale did. He was like, "What?"
Hey, they're making a real film. Terminator Salvation.
Dude, I think about that every time you see him. Get your fucking reservations at Dorsia now. Like that's him. That's him. Like how he loses it.
I'm not fucking going anywhere
minus the
unless
axe.
you guys unless you make a what is it? A reservation. I will not go anywhere.
Another thing that I like about it, like he's a psychopath, right? And like one of the things about psychopaths, and I feel like I used to work with one, is that they'll just lie and they can't put themselves they lack the empathy to put themselves in your shoe to know that you could see through your lies. So they'll just blatantly lie constantly, like all the time. He does that. Did you guys catch or who he says he's going to meet for lunch when he's telling William Dafoe? He's like, I've got to go. I've got a lunch with Cliff Huxtable in just a little bit here, or 15 minutes.
Yeah.
It's like
I laughed so much on that. Yeah, Cliff Huxtable.
But I guess last thing I'll do my theme and then my rating. I would say theme, obviously it's about, the yuppie culture and, the psycho mind of, of what people might really be thinking on the inside, but don't really let their emotions show because they don't want to seem crazy and they want to fit in. But, you never really know truly ever what someone's thinking on the inside. Crazy, kind of like everybody through life through their eyes and how they look at the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I hope my Wi-Fi is not fucking up. Am I good?
We heard you, man. We got it.
Yeah, no, it was. Yeah, you came in clear though.
It made you sound like Miley Cyrus or robotic. But other than that,
yeah. But you don't.
Just a little bit.
Well, like I said, you know,
There's
you
a
don't know
difference
what
between us going
people are thinking.
and us going.
Yeah.
That's the moment we're like, is it my internet? Because
I
that
still,
happens.
I still hate that though. Yeah, because it should be fine. I don't understand. Like I had no issues last Monday. I don't know what the hell's up with that. But yeah, you know, you never know what people are thinking. You know, you never know what struggles someone's going through or what state their mental health is. So, you know, so I gotta be so careful about who I associate with, man. You don't know, people are crazy nowadays, bro. But yeah, man,
Shit, they were crazy back in the 80s. That's what this movie said. Right?
All that
crazier.
cocaine.
They even crazier now. But I think it's tough, man. I could almost give this movie a 5. I think, you know, I don't know if I'd say it's a perfect movie, but it's pretty damn near close. So I think I'll go 4.69, man. I think that's a fair rating for it. I think it's very close to a 5, though, honestly, for me. I really do enjoy it, and it is, you know, Christian Bale. Maybe it might be his best movie ever. I think, though, like if the director, because like the director said, she kind of didn't really, she wanted it to not be so, like, I feel like she messed up where everyone almost interprets it as a dream, though, or like it's in his head, where it seems she wanted to go a different path. I feel like that's where if she kind of would have went the, like, put it a little better on paper to where it doesn't seem so, I feel like just so easily you could say, yeah, it's all in his head. You know what I mean? I feel
wonder
like
how much pressure there was, though, to do that, too, because this movie, there was a very visceral response to that book
Yeah.
when it came out.
Yeah.
And when this movie came out, they were like boycotting it. They were like protesting it and picketing, so much so that like they couldn't shoot at the office block that they wanted to, so they had to build a set.
But I mean, is that such a bad thing? I mean, I like movies that kind of open to interpretation, and they don't have to be concrete about everything.
That was
No,
in Canada where they were protesting, by the way. That it does make a difference. You know what I mean? They're a little sensitive as shit.
Yeah. I also kind of agree with Robbie where I feel like the ending is a little abrupt. You know what I mean? I feel like, you know, that could have been ironed out a bit better, you know, but I still think it's damn good. And, you know, maybe if I would have watched the commentary, maybe I'd bump it up to a 5 or something. I don't know. But I still think, you know, I think it could have been tweaked a little better and maybe that it could have been left a little more ambiguous. I feel like it could have even been a little more ambiguous where you don't know if it was all, you know, a dream or, you know, leave it up to where we think he killed some people, he didn't, you know, but I think that's a great thing where, you know, it is ambiguous enough where we are sitting here like, where, you know, maybe he killed some, maybe he didn't, maybe his dad's cleaning it up. But, you know, I just think some things could have been ironed out a little better, you know, especially with that ending. But I still, damn good movie. Love it. Looks like my little bro gives it a 5.5. Sammy gives it a 4.5, and Elena said 3, maybe 3.5. Hell yeah. And we'll kick it off. Steph, what are your last thoughts and your rating, my brother?
Theme. It's obviously about people's need to fit in and the extremes. Some people will go to fit in sometimes. I'll just go with that.
Okay.
As a rating, I don't find it to be a bad film, like I was trying to say earlier, but it's never really clicked with me. I'm kind of like a 3. I'm leaning on 3.69, but I'll give it a 4. I'll give it a solid 4 because Christian Bale's performance, it's debatably, even though it's one of his earlier performances, is debatably up there with his best. And, you know, I give a lot of credit to an actor that can, I like movies where an actor can just kind of take on the load by themselves. Like, you know, Moon was a great movie because of that. Sam Rockwell is shit. I'll give it 4. Bale's performance, but I do think other directors, I like satire done. And maybe it's not supposed to be an extreme satire, but, you know, I feel like the Coen brothers do stuff like satire a little bit better than what I saw this. But it's a well-made movie. Christian Bale's excellent. I'll give it 4.
Oh yeah.
Nice. What about you, Scarpad? What are you thinking?
I'm going to go ahead and give it a. It's tough. I'm going to give it a 4.25. I'd be tempted to go a little bit higher. I think Christian Bale's performance is really great. It really carries the movie. But I also think it's a good satire in the 80s, how everybody was pretty much empty and soulless in the 80s. And we're all kind of like doing the same thing, trying to one-up each other and live what they get. I like it better as a satire of the 80s than Wolf of Wall Street. I think this is a better satire of the 80s, although Wolf of Wall Street's okay. I think Wolf of Wall Street kind of glamorizes them a little bit more. This movie doesn't really do that. So yeah, I'm going to give it 4.25. I think Bale's great in it. I think the movie is open to interpretation enough that you're not, it's not something that you'll question and you'll think about when you watch it. And we will rewatch a lot. So 4.25 for me. I liked it. Great movie.
Oh yeah. Speaking of 4.25, we got 4 of us here right now because Dylan's gone, and bringing the quarter is you ruined my pick. Verno, what do you think?
Theme wise, it's obvious. It's about cats. It's obviously about angry cats. No,
that was the Fulci film we did 2 weeks ago. Okay, that was that one.
They're satirizing 80s Wall Street. That's clear, but it's about the vainness of the 80s and everybody wanting to fit in with everybody else, everybody going to the extremes of everything. And I love the pop culture stuff where you're just like putting this stuff that's just middle of the road. It's just pop music on this giant pedestal. But I'm gonna go 4.69. I'm gonna go with Dylan. It's fucking. I'm tempted to give it a 5 because I enjoyed the thing so fucking much, and the performance. I'll take back. To clarify, I don't know. I didn't watch enough fucking movies in the 2000s probably to say it's one of the best movies of the odds. It's definitely one of the best horror movies of the odds. That's what I was trying to say, and I'll stand by that.
It's one of a horror movie.
They're fucking
more satire. I know it's a dark. I know. I can see it. It straddles the line.
It's a comedy horror. It's a
satire.
Okay, is Scream a horror movie?
Yes.
It's not as funny, but they're satirizing slasher movies.
If horror is an element, we here at DHS consider it. We covered Dead Zone and Legend. Okay, y'all.
I'm not saying you guys are wrong.
We're 2 seconds away from Wizard
in
of
my
Oz.
opinion.
All right, so
there are moments that are scary in it for sure. I would say the most horrific moment where it's like a traditional horror vibe is in the alley when he kills the bum. You know what I mean? Like that's a fucking horror moment when there's almost no satire to it. It's dead serious.
Anything
right. Fucking apartments with a chainsaw for
blood dripping down his face.
Silence of the Lambs isn't horror, but it clearly is. Anything that is incredible, people try to say.
Well,
it might not be horror. It's more thriller-ish or something. But I think it's like this is like almost like a real life horror about a guy with mental health struggling day to day just to fit in, and he's like on the edge, ready to just
elevated horror.
The next prey. Yeah,
I don't know. They've done this whole trope of like somebody going psychotic and killing people so many times. Like I don't know. Hasn't it been done to death?
And Verno,
not like
Jack
this,
Required by
not
Phil
like
Collins
this.
is certainly not as good as Face Value. Don't sleep on that album.
I like all that shit.
It's got Susudio on it.
I like all that shit. I'm with you, dude. Really, I like shit from everywhere, but it's not. You know what I mean?
You called it minor.
Is it?
No, Phil Collins, man, came up with Genesis along with Peter Gabriel.
Is it super
epitomized prog rock? Was such a huge part of the 70s, man.
Epitomized prog rock. Get the fuck out of here.
All right, Genesis
was prog rock.
Stopped being prog rock when Phil Collins really took over, right?
No, not really. Duke, he was no, absolutely not. Well,
don't condescend to me.
He was in Duke. That was still kind of prog rock in Duke. So it's after Duke.
And
when he became the frontman, it all became I can't dance.
Genesis is absolutely prog rock, man, for the Gabriel era.
Oh, the Gabriel stuff for sure, man.
But Phil was there since the very beginning, so don't get my man Phil.
He's
Just
right.
because he's
I mean, he's
deaf
a good
and
drummer too.
just because he's deaf and he gets up on the stage in a
Hey,
wheelchair now.
Raise your hand if you're a Phil
Put
Collins
some
fan.
respect on his name.
I
Raise
mean,
your hand if you're Phil Collins.
I will say I like music, but I'm not going to say I'm a Phil Collins
Get
fan.
the fuck out of here, Verno.
I like
Are
all
you
that
serious?
shit.
And even fucking,
Am I a fan?
sports,
Have
man.
I ever
If you enjoy it,
Sports
if you
was
enjoy
in
their
fucking
music,
Back to the
you're
Future,
a fan
man.
to an extent.
Okay,
It's hip to be square.
do you ever drive around in your car and throw in studio?
Absolutely.
Yes,
I would never.
absolutely.
That's you know what I mean.
In the air tonight, man. Come on.
No,
His
I mean,
cover.
I
You
like
Can't
it,
Hurry
but
Love?
I don't.
Oh,
I
come
don't
on.
throw it out.
No reply at all. No reply.
Anyway,
at
4.69, dude. I love the fuck out of the
can't
movie. I think
quit. You
it's
mama.
it's
Fuck
maybe the
you.
best
Phil
movie you
Collins
could have
hater,
picked.
Verno.
Hey.
Fuck you. Fuck
Huh?
you, Verno, for hating Phil Collins.
I know what I fucking hate Phil
Fucking
Collins,
Phil
dude.
Collins hater.
I
If you
like
think Phil Collins is just okay, then you're a Phil Collins hater, my man. That's all.
I think he's very good, but it's not
He
one
did
of
a
my
song with Bone Thugs and Harmony.
Oh, get the
Phil
fuck out.
Collins did, okay?
I don't remember
Look
that.
that up. They really just sampled him and put him in the video.
I was
But
gonna say that sounds more accurate. Thank you, Big Herm. Thank you, Big Herm. All right, 4.69.
Robbie,
we got a new hashtag. I love it.
Robbie, what did you think, bro?
I love Phil Collins, first of all. And I love Huey Lewis. And Sports is my favorite Huey Lewis in the News album. So when I first watched it this week, and I watched it, I think, like Tuesday, and I came out of it like, I give it, it's a 3.5, right? But I watched it again with the commentary. I thought about it over the week. We had a conversation here tonight. I'm confident with going 4. 4 out of 5 slips is what I'm going to give American Psycho. And it's bolstered because of the performances, not just Christian Bale, which is one of his best performances, but people like Willem Dafoe, Reese Witherspoon, Princess Daisy. I'm sorry, I don't remember her actual name. Even Jared Leto, right? Early in his acting career, right? When he's just the pretty boy from Fight Club at this moment. Everybody in this movie does great. Justin Theroux, what's the dude's name from Hulk? Josh Lucas, right? And the other guy, like, I think I like this film. I think it's pretty solid. I love the theme. And I love the music. John Cale, the music has this like very classical, refined kind of way, but it still dives into those like horror tropey type things, but it doesn't do it extensively where that's the complete identity of the score, which leads me to what I think about the theme. It's about identity. In particular, it's about the loss of identity in a homogenized culture that was spreading in the 80s. Greed is good. That Gordon Gekko shit, right? Wall Street, the 80s, the giant Zach Morris cell phones, and everybody's wearing the same suits, same haircuts, same glasses. They're fucking losing their minds over business cards, right? When we get to a culture where individualism's the wrong word, but when we get to a culture where, I don't know, but like anything that separates you from the norm is cut out, right? And I'm not saying, I'm not Mary Herron, and I don't know, because I don't remember her specifically mentioning this in the commentary, but there's a lot of like homophobic babble throughout the movie too. And I think in like it used to be a thing that dudes would do together where they would call each other like the F word as an insult, like a jokingly insult or something like that, where
Nerd. Whenever
we get to this place in culture where it is not just inspired, but almost required by the society for everybody to be the same, we lose ourselves. We lose who we are. This movie starts with Patrick Bateman stating that he doesn't want to be this way. He just doesn't feel like he's a real person. He can't feel. And we can't feel sometimes because we try so hard to be like everybody else, to put up the appearance of being successful, to put on airs about how we feel about art, like Phil Collins or Huey Lewis. Because ultimately, it doesn't fucking matter, Verno. Whether or not you like Phil Collins, hate Phil Collins, or like you, middle of the road, lukewarm. But just like Jesus said in the book of Revelation, if you're lukewarm, I'll spit you out of my mouth, bro. You either love it or hate it. Phil Collins is the shit. But that being said, in a culture where we want everybody to be the same, we want everybody to be like us, but we don't want them to be like us. We want to be like everybody else. We want to fit in, almost like we don't want to be noticed. We don't want our flaws pointed out by us or anybody else. And when that happens, it leads to something inside that is a severe disconnect. And that's what American Psycho is about. Is it in his head? Is it real? It doesn't matter. The most important thing about this movie is that it's real to Patrick Bateman, right? Whether he's doing the act or not, the conflict within is the most important thing. And it all springs from wanting to fit in with everybody else, wanting to be the best, wanting to appear to be successful, wanting to, I don't know if we want to go back to the father bit, wanting to get the approval of his father. Who knows where it came from? The important thing is this: be different, be individual, be your true self, because otherwise it leads to madness. And when you hit March, it's March Madness.
Hey,
Four out of 5.
Wordplay.
dude, there's a movie that has Patrick Bateman's father and brother in it. They mentioned it, and I don't know I can't think of what the hell
American
it is.
Psycho 2?
No, there's like The Rules of Attraction.
Is Scarpet showing Phil Collins music videos?
Who knows, bro?
Rules of Attraction with James Vanderbeek? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
No
That's
way.
a good movie, man. That's a real good movie, actually. That nobody else remembers.
Is that the one where he set up the at the college dorm? He like sabotaged someone's life, or they started a rumor against him.
Totally.
James Vanderbeek is Sean Bateman in that movie. That's Patrick Bateman.
Wow.
If I had to guess, I would guess that the novel, you know what I mean, the author of American Psycho.
What is Jason Bateman's relation, I wonder, from Teen Wolf 2 and Arrested Development with Carl Weathers?
So,
I'll look into it.
Steph, what did you give it again?
4.
A 4 from Steph. How much from Scarpet again?
4.25.
4.25 from Scarpet. A 4.69 from Vern, agreeing with his dog. We had a 4 from Robbie and a 4.69 from me, and a 4 from Two Gun, a 3.5, maybe a 3 from Helena, close to perfect, 4.5 from Sammy, and a 5 out of 5, you digs, from my little bro Evan.
And a 4 from Bobby.
And a 4 from Bobby, okay. So I'd say that probably gives it an average score of 4.369. I think so, man. I think so. You get a 5. I got a couple 4.5s and a 5 in there. I think that's about a 4.
Divide it by a 4 and you're all set.
If you're adding,
got two fours,
the chat, it's a whole new thing, man. So I don't know.
I think I'm close.
I just want to know what Phil Collins thinks of this movie.
It's a 4.369.
All I got to say is I can't dance. I can't.
I'm sitting here adding it up over and over and over again. I'm dividing it by 6. I'm like, what the fuck? It's like, oh, Babel's not here. Never mind. I gotta divide this shit by 5. 4.3269.
Ah, Dylan was close. Hell yeah. Nice.
I don't think you understand the mathematics of that, Verno. I think there must be some misunderstanding.
He's really trying to get muted.
There must be some kind of thing.
Scarpet, I think you're lost in the land of confusion right now. Okay.
So that'll conclude the American Psycho.
Sometimes I feel like an illegal alien.
The last episode of March Madness. And hey, bro, that's what I'm saying. Good math on my end. And
last episode for Dylan's horror show.
Last show on Dylan's horror show for March Madness. The finale of March Madness on Dylan's horror show. But there's going to be another episode to completely end March Madness this upcoming Monday on Pop Culture Philophers. Itchy the Killer, directed by Takashi Mike. And that's definitely going to be one you don't want to miss. Definitely.
It's going to be a conversation for sure.
Definitely will. But right before Robbie's show at 9 p.m. Eastern,
Sci-fi
Star
vacations
Pad
go
will be
bad.
doing
Ends with
Jurassic Park.
Park.
We can't both talk at
Yeah.
the same time, brother. 7:45 p.m. Eastern, right, Scarpad?
That's right.
I thought he wasn't going to talk.
I know, man. When I'm trying to get you to talk, you don't talk. And so yeah, 7:45 p.m. Eastern this Monday. Scarpad will be reviewing Jurassic Park. Should be a damn good one, and I recommend you going to check out last Monday's show, Total Recall. Coming up views, man. Go check it out. Might be as high as one of his highest live shows he's done in a while since he started the sci-fi show. We had a great conversation. So this Monday, Jurassic Park, 7:45 p.m. Eastern, and right after on Pop Culture Philosophers, the finale of March Madness, Itchy the Killer, directed by Takashi Mike. And then to kick off next week on April 1st, to celebrate April Fool's Day, we will be reviewing April Fool's Day.
Brilliant.
7:30 p.m. Eastern. How fucking perfect is that, Vern?
I think you should have done Leprechaun and did April Fool's Day a month ago.
Well, we did Leprechaun a while ago, but yeah, I know that would have been a good one. I wasn't even thinking about that, but
Never done Leprechaun.
I did think about April, and April Fool's Day landed perfect on our show, and then we land a day before Easter Sunday, the week after April Fool's Day. So I got a good double feature for not next week, the week after.
Yeah, a great Easter one. We're going to do Jesus of Nazareth, everybody.
Yeah. Good
March Madness is ending.
I'm saying
Madness.
you'll have to check next week's show at the end to see what we're doing. But stay tuned because we're going to do a little show and tell, and right after I show my stuff, we'll do a little giveaway for the 1K. We got a few things to give away. There'll be a first and second place prize. So you ain't going to want to miss it. So we're going to get into show and tell right now. I'll kick it off, and then I'll do the little giveaway. You're going to just have to throw a thing in the chat if you want to be entered in the giveaway. And I'll just do a little spin the wheel. I got first place, obviously, going to get the most. Second place, I got a couple comics that Two Gun had sent that, if you already know, we love our stations. There's some Bill and Ted homages. So I had 2 copies of them, so I figure just give those away to some people that are chilling in the chat. Obviously, Two Gun said earlier you got to be present in the chat to
It's only fair.
obviously win. But let me get my stuff for show and tell. And I'll kick it off.
Scarpet, are you listening to Phil Collins?
Here it comes. It's coming in the air tonight.
I got a good one for this, man.
Ooh,
Oh, nice.
Theater at the
where did you get that
Cinemark.
from? That looks great.
Cinemark.
Oh, really? They were selling those? I didn't see. Mine didn't have them.
They didn't sell them. They were just giving them away.
No, mine definitely.
That's a dope poster, though.
I know. I was so
That's really
when
nice.
I saw it, bro. I literally grabbed it, threw it out in my car, and ran back.
That should be the fucking.
I'm so glad I saw it on the way in, because on the way out they were all gone.
Gone. I believe it.
Oh,
Yeah,
that should be
that
on the
shit's
cover
hot,
of the
bro.
screen book.
I got one.
That'd be great.
Yeah, bro. These are really.
Man, that's killing it at the box office. I just looked that shit up the other day.
This is a killer poster, man. Killer poster.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Question: would you guys keep it in New York or would you take it back for the next one? You think they should stay?
I think it'll still be in New York.
I kind of hope so, man, because I think that after the energy of the city, I think it'll be tough to go back to Woodsboro. Dude, I just missed what you showed. It was a sick-ass Scream poster. That's awesome.
Oh, you didn't see it?
I don't want you to have to get up, but hell yeah. Nice, dude. Nice. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And finally,
My theory never gives away nothing.
I had this too since we reviewed it. Well, one of my
nice.
I don't really collect them anymore, but got the Chase, the bloodied version, Patrick Bateman.
I didn't even know they did one of those, man. That's awesome.
Yeah,
Same, yeah.
They did like a
Pop did
regular
everything.
one with him in the suit. Then they got one with
That's
the
the best.
jacket. This is the Chase version, obviously. Got blood all over the box. Yeah, this is one that
nice.
I had to get because there's nothing for Patrick Bateman. You know what I mean? So I was so happy I got the Chase too, man. Got it for like $10.
Oh,
and then
nice.
got my American Psycho shirt from freaking Fright Rags, baby.
That's dope as hell.
Greatest hits. And my mom, I don't know if I showed this, but my mom gave me this as an early birthday gift because she found it at Walmart. The VHS.
Yeah, that's cool. I've seen that.
Oh,
like
nice. Yo.
Yeah, it's VHS covers is what they're calling this line of pop. But dude, you know I love me the Killer Clowns, so I think Rudy came out real fucking nice, and he's got his little popcorn gun. So
that's cool. I don't get why the box is like. Why has it got to be so big?
I guess just for the V8 because this is
It's a
for
poster in the
the
back.
cover.
V8.
It's
for
on
the
a
cover
base.
in the back. I don't know.
There's some NBA ones.
Yeah, it's on a base,
Oh, okay.
and so they can charge more money.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
A bunch of those
cool
will be
one.
available in the
I got
landfill.
because I got a couple. I got like the Gremlins one, and then I got a Halloween one too.
That's cool.
We're gonna dump a ton of those things in the landfill.
And I know Scarp had showed this last week, but I had also got my In Search of Darkness Part 3
nice. That's nice.
with the box set. Had to pay $10 for this box set, but totally freaking worth it. So that now I can encase Part 1, Part 2 with the side slip. And then Part 3, which, man, I freaking love this slip. I really love this one, too, because it's got, like, the classic VHS, like, you know, like, sticker and everything. But
that poster that they send, though, for Part 3 is dope with the video store. Oh,
there's one for Part 2 like that, but it's not. I don't think it's as cool as the one they did for Part 3. There is a Part 2 poster, though, where it's
yeah, I have that one too, man.
Where it's in like it looks like a VHS store, or it looks like a bedroom. I think maybe in Part 2, where they have like posters all on the wall and stuff.
And in 2, we get a pen. We didn't get a pen this time.
I got a pen.
What the fuck? I didn't get a pen.
That's why because I almost my freaking like that membership card. I almost like threw the box away, and it was like underneath like one of the crevices. And yes, Two Gun, I am in the credits. Man, I always support these, bro. Even though now you can buy just the disc for like $30 probably, I always spend the 100, man, and support this company because
our names are in the credits, so it's
I fucking love these documentaries, and I cannot wait for the 90s.
Pads in there, baby.
You got those motherfuckers in a bag? Did you weigh them? Are you selling by the gram? What's
No,
going on?
that they just sent it to me in the bag, and until I find a place to put it, I don't want it. I don't have nowhere to put it, so
Dylan's like $10 per segment.
I didn't want it to get all dinged up. I got this, but I'm debating on sending it back because it was kind of expensive, man. Wes Craven's Red Eye.
That's an underrated one, man. That's a good one.
I do like it. It was just like $35 fucking.
The guy said the transfer on that was fantastic, though, he said.
But yeah, it's 4K, so I'm debating, man. I gotta see if it goes
you
down.
gotta have it for the Craven collection.
I gotta have it.
Yeah.
Definitely gotta have it. I'm just
if
debating.
You're gonna have Soul Survivor, you at least gotta have Red Eye.
What year is that?
2005. The movie came out.
I'm just debating because if I wait, I might be able to get it for cheaper. I don't know how much, so I might just keep it. I think it comes with a poster too, honestly. And
Cillian Murphy, bro. Come on now.
This I got for like
it's good stuff. Have you seen it?
Kings 14.
Yeah, oh yeah. I saw it in theaters.
Love this one.
1408 left.
Fucking love that one. And these I accidentally ordered. I pre-ordered. I meant to cancel one or cancel both. But I accidentally ordered Dragon Slayer on 4K and the Steelbook. I definitely am sending one of them
Which
back.
one you sending to me, Dylan?
Yeah.
Because I'm broke.
I'll take.
You know this motherfucker's gonna keep the slip.
I'll take the
and send that one back.
No, dude, this slip won't fit on the Steelbook. The Steelbook comes with the slip.
What? Yeah, I don't need the Steelbook. Just send me the other one, man. That'd be cool.
Yeah. And then you'll Venmo me the 25.
Well, Venmo. What the
How much shit Scarpat sent you, Dylan?
Hey, bro, I
goddamn
told
TV,
him I
man.
gotta find something good for him that he doesn't already have.
Yeah,
Right, Scarpat has everything.
Yeah,
He doesn't be a sticker.
Right.
Apparently, he doesn't have Dragon Slayer.
I don't need Phil Collins' Grace hats. I got it.
Yeah, he's wants to make it
made a
count.
CD for him.
Why is Dylan looking like the dude?
I'm
Wait,
trying to
hold
make
on.
it,
Did
I'm trying to
Dylan
make it come from the heart.
Dylan, did you just say you're gonna make me a mixtape?
Get him a cassette tape, bro.
I said I
Yeah,
would get you a Phil Collins CD.
Oh, I thought you said you were gonna make me a mixtape of like romantic
What?
music and shit, man.
Why not? Why a CD? Get him a cassette tape of Phil Collins, bro.
Yeah.
Something he's more
I
comfortable
got
with.
Razorback. I might
I
have
got
done that
cassettes
last
still, man. I
week.
can play it.
Dr.
He's got
Giggles
no
came
8
out
track.
with Larry
That's a good
Drake,
movie.
Dark Man, Nicolas Cage's Color.
Oh, that's
Out.
That's a
I
good
haven't
movie.
finished that.
It's like $8, I think. So I'm saying I gotta send a shit ton back, bro. Because
How much was that? 1408.
I gotta buy a car, man. That was like $6.
Oh wow,
That's a good buy.
Car
I
pad
love that movie.
suckered me into buying this.
I never told you to
$12.
buy that.
Hey, just like how I tell you about stuff, he's always. If you guys notice how he's always throwing cheap deals on the
What
chat,
cheap deal? Well, I do
cheap
it.
deals on the
Yeah.
chat,
It's public.
Oh yeah.
and then I'm the asshole if I show him something.
It's
And
a
then
symbiotic
high
relationship.
school, this was like $10.
That's a
Go
video
get
nasty.
though.
It's a nasty.
Yeah, it's a nasty. And then this was like $5, and I had to get it because it's the last movie I need for my Fright Night collection. Because I don't think I ever care about having the second one. But the remake
Oh, hell
of
yeah.
Fright Night, I
Yeah,
love it.
sir.
I never saw that. I
Love
want
it.
to see it.
Oh, it's good.
Fantastic,
This was
bro.
literally like $3, and it was made by the creator of Final Destination. So I got it.
The Call.
Call.
Is that Halle Berry?
Jay, Tobin Bell.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if it's
Is
really.
that a
any
Shudder
good.
That
It
original?
sounds like
literally.
a winner.
That
It
sounds
was
like a Shudder. That sounds
It
like a
was
Shudder
legit
original.
$3.
Oh, from the director of Final Destination and Tobin Bell comes.
Creator. It's probably
ridiculous.
terrible. It's probably terrible. But I could not believe I got this with the slip, baby.
With the slip.
Ready?
Oh nice.
Dude, I was gonna
Yo.
order that, but I was
Am
like,
I
yeah, I
the
probably
only
won't
one
get
that
it.
never heard of
I
that
told
movie?
you I got the slip, and I couldn't believe it.
You don't
Yeah,
like that
bro.
movie,
And it
Scarpet?
came
I never heard of
clean,
it.
bro. Like when I got the Total Recall slip
that Shudder
on 4K.
original?
No, 29. It came in theaters.
That's the Scream
Oh,
people.
yeah.
That's
That
the
was
Scream
in
people.
theaters?
That's the movie that got.
Yeah,
This
That was
is
really
the-
good.
This is the. She's in the opening.
What
of
year did
Scream
that
6.
come out?
2019.
You'd like it.
What did it come out
Yeah,
right
it was
before
really
the
good.
disease became
This is
injured?
the one Robbie wasn't there when we reviewed it,
Yeah.
wasn't he, Vern?
Yeah, I wasn't there. So I still
Yeah.
haven't seen it.
I never
But I do
heard
know
of
that. Ready or not, you can't hide.
And last but not least,
More
Robbie's
into
gonna
that than
really,
Phil Collins.
Robbie's gonna really be jealous.
kinda
of this
like-
one. But
Give me
my
one
4K
more
set
minute.
came in, but he could get the Region B set, but
There
it
it
ain't
is.
gonna be the box set.
My
Bruh!
Came in
Goddamn!
Yeah, mine's maybe a minute.
Wow.
Damn, Gina.
That shit's already
Yeah.
He
It
beat me.
just
already
came
out.
out, bro.
Oh my
George
god.
Romero's
Dylan
Mark
beat me.
on 4K in
We
that
must fight.
big, beautiful box set, just like my Dawn of the Dead. It's going right next to Dawn of the Dead, baby.
God damn it.
Whoo, that's it. I love that cover. I feel like they could have done a little better on like the case, because not the case, but like the inside is
Mhm.
a little plain. Where Dawn of the Dead, they went
Should have
like
been a steel book.
Dude,
Yeah,
let
no
me be
steel,
But
but
still,
let me be the
that's-
ignorant one. I've heard of this movie, but what the fuck is this?
it's like I think his first movie,
It's
George
a vampire
Romero's
wow.
first movie, and it's like I think it's the first movie Tom Savini did practical effects for too.
Oh wow.
It's yeah,
Like
it's
I think
Romero
Tom
and it's,
Savini was like in college or something at the time.
Wow.
it's Romero and it's not a vampire. I mean, it's
So
not
it-
a
And
zombie.
dude, this
It
is
a
the
vampire.
first time. It's first time on 4K. I know. I think it was on DVD before. It was one.
It's very hard to get. It was out like back in a long time ago.
And it was
Never
like
released
DVD,
again.
but it's impossible to
You were
get
there.
Yeah.
until now. Second Sight just finally did a 4K, and their restorations are incredible. They're the ones who did the Dawn of the Dead set that I'm always raving about with all three.
Yeah, I just did
All
a
three
video on my thing. So go and watch it about Dawn of the Dead box set. It's a good one.
Yeah,
Perfect.
and it comes with a nice little booklet.
Oh
It
nice.
has a nice book. Yeah, the book's always nice.
I've seen some of the movie on YouTube, and I was almost like, because it was like $50, and I was like, how much am I gonna? I don't know how much I'm gonna end up watching it, but I needed it for the Romero collection, and this is probably one of his hardest movies to obtain. I feel like
and that's
you know,
gonna sell
so I
out
was
pretty
like,
quick, I think.
might as well get it. They come with some art card,
Hmm.
but
I think I always thought that Night of the Living Dead was his first movie.
So
No.
That was after Night of the Living Dead.
And this
It was
is colored,
73, I
too.
think it was.
Oh, Martin is
Oh.
after it.
Martin is after?
Yeah, it's 73
Yeah,
or
Martin's
74. I
after.
think.
Martin's
Why
after.
didn't you say?
I never
Why
said
you
that.
making me seem dumb when I
I never
say
said
that?
that.
you don't seem dumb,
I'm
brother.
busy trying to find this shit right now, man. I forgot that it came out and it's already sold
Oh
out.
no,
Never mind, I got
Starpad.
it.
Oh,
Starpad already knew.
Yeah, you can buy the non-box set. It's a little cheaper.
Does it
Yeah,
come with a
it's not.
Blu-ray?
It's only, but it's not going to be the box set. That's the
I don't
shitty
know.
part.
I don't know if it comes with a Blu-ray.
No,
Give it
the
a look.
only box set comes in the 4K set. The
Mhm.
Region B is just like a standard disc.
A lot of the
And
boutiques,
this also comes with it comes with the soundtrack too.
a lot of the
Number
boutiques are
4K.
doing
I got
away
it.
with the.
I got it. It's on the
4Ks
way.
and-
Don't worry about it.
Nice.
I bet. Nice.
It's on the
4K,
way.
4K,
Blame
4K
Dylan.
disc, Blu-ray Region B. The Blu-ray's Region B only. and
Right.
it comes with a CD of the score.
Mhm.
So I was so glad I got it early so I could show it off because me and Scarpad usually kind of line up and get our stuff around the same time. Freaking gorgeous though, man. I love this cover, man.
People on eBay trying to sell that for $100, but luckily I found.
This?
What was the original price from that, Dylan? If you don't mind me
It was
asking.
like 50
I think,
bucks. Somewhere
I think it was 40 to 50.
Nice.
Let me look-
Okay,
let
I
me
did
look
good.
at the email.
Well,
It
that's
was
the
not
thing.
more than 50.
Thank God for PayPal paying for.
Hell
That's the
yeah.
thing about those second
Real
sight box
shit.
sets. Even if you don't want them, don't send them back because they're gonna be worth money. They do go up a lot.
No,
This-
yeah. I would have got two, man, because it was
That
like
Dawn of the Dead box set
back-ordered.
now is like $268 on
That done. The
eBay.
one that you got is worth
Right.
the most because you
It's
got
like
the
$299.
one
Yeah.
with the big. He's got the big boy set with
Yeah,
the
it's
green
300
writing.
bucks. Yeah.
Mine has the red writing and it's a little smaller, but it's still a very gorgeous box set.
I fucking love
Yeah,
that
I-
movie. Talk about an ambiguous movie. That's one of those movies where when you watch it, you're like, is he a vampire or does he just think he's a vampire?
Right.
Is Gina in it?
So yeah, let's do the giveaway before we get into because Steph probably doesn't have nothing. Vern, do you have anything?
I got a stack of shit, man.
Oh man, that's what I'm talking
Well,
about.
real quick, Dylan. The
$51.99.
number one winner is also going to get a PCP mystery box. Okay, that includes this original art from me.
Ooh,
Ooh,
let's blow this up. This is the finest fucking Robbie Bills work I've ever seen.
okay.
Oh, fuck off! Really?
Robbie,
No, I'm not joking at all.
Did we
brother.
all get
blow them up?
pieces of original art?
So
Did you not get one, Steph?
whoever,
No, it's
Oh, look at that! You got the pumpkins from
okay. I just
Red Room. Yeah.
this was intentional. Okay, I just want to make sure. All right, cool.
that's
whoever,
me.
That's
whoever
nice,
wants
brother.
to be in the giveaway, they're gonna have to message me on Instagram after, so I can get your shipping info and whatever, and preferably maybe United States. You know what I mean? 'Cause
Oh, I like the detail in the.
Yeah.
I ain't rich, and I don't know how much
somewhere.
it costs to send out it.
Sign
I
right
think,
there.
I think they probably have to be. How much it costs to ship out of the United States, Vern? A lot.
Too fucking much.
A lot
I
too
think it
much.
probably,
man.
yeah. So
Shit
probably,
costs-
yeah,
U.S. only.
Well, it's like 15 bucks to
Yeah.
send anything
I was
to
gonna
Bruno.
say
You guys.
Scarpad man be running up a tab on that motherfucking USPS man. So yeah, if you want to be entered in the giveaway, just put 13 in the chat right now, and I'll throw your name in the wheel.
13.
Everybody, put it out right now. 13, baby. U.S.
Right now.
only.
Lucky number 13. I say that just because Robbie showed his awesome.
I got one random thing to show. It's not related to you guys, but I figure
ahead,
since I'm always missing on something. I might have already shown this, but I'm in an issue of X-Men.
Oh shit!
Not really, but you know the letters page in the back.
They drew Henry Cavill in the back. Of
Shaved and not shaved.
Let me. Why not?
Christ, you got a letter
Hold on.
published.
Yeah,
Back
Oh,
in the
letter.
day.
there.
That's awesome, dude.
Wow. Sick, bro.
Yes.
That's sick.
Wait,
I got
is that
my
your
I got my
letter?
dog.
37.
Is that your letter
That's
or art?
crazy.
That's my art. That was my art.
I got-
Dude,
I had
that's
as a
when Claremont
kid.
got back, right?
Yeah, right when Claire Mack came back, issue 387.
Wait,
I got-
what
I
image
got
is yours?
I got 2 pics of
Oh,
my
the
dog and
I
Stray
did
Dog.
the cable.
I gotta get that issue.
It
of
was-
Stray Dog still.
You know, I had sent it was a fucked up thing. It's not the best, but I had sent Marvel like at this time. I had sent them like letters
Dude,
for like
that's
2 years
fucking
straight.
awesome.
trying to get them to put my shit in there, and I just finally one day I was sending some shit out. I was like, I'll send this out, and they picked like the shittiest drawing I had did.
That's so
Since
fucking
then,
dope,
but-
man.
That's sick as fuck, bro. And to have the copy, because I need to get that Stray Dogs issue. It was like the one shot, and they put both my pits in the back of it.
I think
And
I
just
have.
love
it.
it.
Nice,
So cool to me. My boy Bane is up in that motherfucker, bro.
nice.
So sick. I forgot. I told Robbie held one for me, and I probably forgot to. He probably held it for like 5 months, and then it was like, this motherfucker ain't buying.
Well, since we're on this shit, like,
I think it's
I'm
that
in the back
dog day.
of the new Avengers comic, my picture, right from the
New
Bendis-
Avengers.
New Avengers Volume 2, like number 3 or 4. It's one with Wolverine on the cover.
Yeah, with the doctor.
What do you mean?
Eye
In
on
what
his head.
capacity?
My
No.
By the way, do you need to redo this because you have way more people in the chat than that?
Huh?
And okay, never mind. You're redoing it now. All right, I'm just saying. I'm in the back of that. I'm in the back of Unearthed number 2 by Cullen Bunn. I am also quoted on the back of the By the Horns trade paperback and the back of the Beware the Eye of Odin trade paperback. And
Ooh.
there's a Reanimator cover that features me on it. So everybody needs to check that out.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Actually, you only have like 13 more days left for that. So everybody needs to get on that. Can someone please share that link? Because we're not funded yet. And
Get on that shit.
there's some stretch goals that y'all definitely want to get a hold of because they feature. But yeah.
I oddly enough have 2 issues of that New Avengers. I don't know why I have doubles. I just
They did this
probably
thing
grabbed-
like, where they were like, send in your picture for the I Am Avenger thing. I am
the initiate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I send in my picture and I'm in the back of that one, man.
That's dope.
The
Yeah, my
quote,
actual picture is in the back of 2. I have 2 quotes on books that are
that's
published.
super fucking cool because that just kind of show, you know what I mean? You've been working at that shit, you know, that's cool.
Well, yeah. Thank you for recognizing that. I was afraid that I was just gonna like nobody was ever gonna recognize my accomplishment. I was just gonna fucking crazy like Patrick Bateman. We just hit 15K
cyclical.
by the way too. So
Congrats.
we're gonna be doing a
Hell
giveaway
yeah.
for that. I'll announce that tomorrow night. We're also announcing the April PCP movie night lineup tomorrow night on Rock and Robbie Live as well. So.
Bane's pretty good. He be taking care of my little bro Evan actually. Otherwise, I'd be going nuts wondering what the fuck is going on with him. So thank God for my little bro Evan. He be taking care of him. He's like literally like a support dog. So he supported me through so many rough like years, and now he's there for my little bro. So that makes me, happy because I could literally like legit cry thinking about me not being there with him right now. Because y'all know I fucking love that dog. That was like my son, bro. Literally.
And thank you,
love
Fable.
that
Fable
dog.
threw out the link to the Reanimator Kickstarter where you can get your own Rock and Robbie. I am drawn by the artist on the cover as one of Herbert West's Reanimated Dead. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Y'all got to get that.
So yeah, I give it another minute. Throw 13 in the chat. I see I got most of y'all already. I
We
don't
got
know.
Ouroboros in there?
I don't know if you're in the United
That's
States,
fake.
but if you want to maybe win this giveaway, put your name, put 13 down.
We're out 13, y'all. Come
Write
on.
13 in the chat to be entered in the 1K giveaway.
Lucky number 13.
Mhm.
And then I'll shake up everyone's name in the roller and
The
then
hat.
spin this. You got 60 seconds. 60 seconds. So once
59, 58.
That made me think of the Austin Powers countdown bit.
Right.
Should I sing some Phil
Funny, bro.
Collins?
They did a little giveaway
Yeah.
at my work, bro. I won this like cool little $130 Bose speaker, bro. Actually,
Oh,
I
nice.
was gonna sell it because I was like, I'm not gonna use it. And I was like, this thing is actually.
You should
It's
sell
dope.
that. You should sell that and buy a new desk.
I was about. Well, I can buy it. I already bought the desk. They just haven't sent it. I'm gonna have to get my money back. But I looked and it was $130, but no one was really buying them, even for like half the price. So I was like, I'll just keep it, bro, because I was like, I could like pop some music in the shower or something and have that bumping. And my girls always listen to the Alexa, but I'm not a big fan of the Alexa. So
And as the Wheel of Fortune says, DHS's Wheel of Fortune says, the world stands for
yeah, hey man, yeah, bro, Jack, right there. Or unless you're not in the United States, But you also got to be able to reach me on Instagram so I can get your address to it out. There'll be first place and a second place.
And Scarpa's going to send you a vinyl
place
record of
going,
Phil Collins' greatest hits.
Got
as well.
about 30
He's gonna pay-
seconds. 30 seconds to write
Collins will
13 in the
show up at your
chat.
house.
Yeah,
All right, I think it's been 60 seconds. Go for it.
I think so.
Spin that monkey, Bubba.
Some good odds for some people out there, man.
Yeah,
It
right.
looks
I
like
swear,
I
if Fable
got
or your brother
everybody in
wins,
there.
if Fable or your brother wins, I'm going to holler nepotism. I'm just going to say that, okay?
I was tempted. I saw them and I was like,
Oh man, I'm
like,
about to spin it. I'm about to fucking randomize it. So we had Big Herm, Fable, Sammy, Evan, Bobby D, and Snake. Looks
Fucking
like.
Fable not showing up so we can enter the giveaway. That's some bush league shit, bro.
All
Smart.
right. Well, I'm gonna randomize it 13 times, just so nothing, and for lucky 13. So wait, Sammy, Big Herm, Bobby, Evan, Snake, Fable. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Oh!
And no. That's just randomizing the name.
Okay.
But I'm about to spin it
I get
now.
too excited now.
Sorry, Herm.
Yeah.
I was
So
so
this is going to spin it for the winner.
so excited.
I like the sound.
Second place.
It's Bobby D.
Goddamn, Kansas
Yeah,
City.
come
went
on down,
2-0.
Bobby D.
Kansas City.
Yeah.
This is
It
bullshit.
was gonna be a good winner. Yeah, anyway, whoever
Right.
won.
Prize must be picked up.
That's awesome, man.
Oh
Yeah, Bobby.
Bobby
So
D.
hit me up on Instagram. Get your prize. There's a big set, bunch of books, some digital codes, and a
Look at that
Blu-ray,
shading.
some
Look at
stickers
that
and shit.
I see it in the suit.
Yeah.
I feel it.
I like scribbling with pencil.
For second place, it'll be second place. It'll just be I might have another Shudder free trial, but Bobby you got a free month of Shudder coming your way, and whatever I showed off from Vern and Robbie will be sending. But second place will be getting a copy of The Mall.
I like how Dylan had to check which ones they were real quick.
Dylan said, yeah, there's two of these.
No, I'm just joking.
Two of these homage covers, and then
I like that.
No Hair.
Oh, nice.
Issue 1, second print. So yeah, we'll do round 2. Shuffle it again. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
We can't see it, Dylan.
Can't see it.
Oh, you can't?
It's fixed. It's fixed.
Damn, I removed myself, bro.
Fable.
Nice.
That's some bullshit.
The pictures in that, man. The fucking pictures in that one.
Yeah, I'll have to see.
I
don't-
see
if
why
they-
he missed
I'll have to
tonight.
see
It
if I
went
got
off the
another
screen
free.
just at the right time.
Well, I didn't. You see, it popped up as a winner. I didn't do anything. I don't care who wins.
I blame
No,
Fable.
Bobby D and Fable. You already know. Send me that address, and I'll see if I got another. If Fable, if you don't got Shudder, let me know, and I probably have another free trial laying around somewhere, so that might help you. Maybe 1 month we were watching some shit. So hell yeah, Bobby D and Fable, congratulations on the 1K giveaway, my brothers.
Yeah.
Love y'all, man. I always appreciate the support, and let's get to 2K, y'all, so we can get that 2K giveaway going. And oh wow, and Fable says he's passing his win to Evan.
That's still
shit,
bullshit.
bro.
That's your brother.
Nepotism.
Fucking fixes in, man.
Well, even so, if I find that free trial of Shudder, I'll send you the code, brother. You're too kind.
Some bullshit.
Yeah, I know. I told Evan, I was like, be there, bro. Maybe you'll win it.
That's
I know. I was trying to get his Blu-ray collection up. But he probably wouldn't. I don't know. He might have read the comics, but I know he definitely would have taken them.
He's just passing on to Evan to save you shipping. That's all he's doing.
Yeah.
Probably because he might have those comics already. I'm not sure.
You gotta mail
That might
those
be
to
why.
Evan anyway, so mail them.
Yeah, you have to mail.
No,
I'll give
gonna
you Liz down the street. You got mail fucking there.
kick us off with your show and tell, my brother.
First thing I'll show you, I
So
put up
we
my
can
deep
get
red
the
poster.
fuck up out of here.
As we pointed out earlier, this one is a bird with the crystal plumage poster. Because I picked this bad boy up.
You fucking Argento shield.
I know, dude. I went down a bit of a rabbit hole, dude. This fucking movie is the shit. It turns out. Well, I'll get deeper into it at a different time. But I flipped the cover on this, and now it's like the dopest cover of all time.
Yep.
So then I went through all my movies. I'm like, oh my god, I see you, Dylan, especially. You'll talk about the reversible covers on there. I never think about
That's a
I
big
own
thing.
Blu-rays. I wonder if I have any that are like that. So then I started hunting through all my fucking Blu-rays. Flipped my deep red one. I was excited about that. Just figured I'd show you that one. But
I could see Fable showing what he won during DHS show and stuff.
nice booklet with the bird with the crystal plumage.
Oh yeah,
bunch
you
of
got
cool
that one. Nice
artwork and the poster and the whole shebang bang.
Shebang bang.
But American Psycho, 4K as I showed you earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Picked up Midsummer for $5.
Oh yeah, that's one I gotta get too.
Scarp had threw this in the chat, so I picked out. Dude, and I look on the back, and I don't think it has a commentary on it. That drives me nuts. Anytime that there's a Blu-ray without a commentary.
It's because Ari Aster's one of those fuckers who's like, I'll never explain my movies.
Yeah, well, I could tell because he did that with Hereditary too. All right, so this is where I probably need to chill out. I have to make a decision now if I want to keep getting steelbooks or not. Because
that's nice.
I bought the protector thing. Scarpad was pointing out.
They're
Because
nice.
I see it, they get scratched up pretty fucking easily.
Yeah, they do. Or they get your fingerprints and shit.
Right.
That's a gorgeous steelbook.
Right. I think so too, dude. I got this for
really cool.
$30 or actually no, I felt bad. I bought this for $32. Then I saw it somewhere else for cheaper. I canceled this. Turned out I was wrong about the price on the other one. And then the dude that I had bought this one, he relisted it and he dropped the price $10. And then I bought it again.
Oh,
yeah.
So
and he was overcharging anyways.
Yeah, Poltergeist, Steelbook, 4K.
I didn't even. There's a 4K for that.
Yeah,
I mean,
okay.
A Steelbook. I mean,
there's a Steelbook. Yeah.
I was gonna buy the one. I hated that cover. I don't love this cover.
That one sucks. The other one sucks too.
I wouldn't have bought it, but
cool,
it's got that on the back,
cool.
and it kind of like, all right, fuck
that
it. That
should be the front of it, man, and then just put Poltergeist.
Yeah, whoever did Lost Boys and Poltergeist, man, they really.
The front of it should be Craig T. Nelson.
Lost Boys is better than
smoking
the
a joint.
Poltergeist one.
Yeah, that's what it should be.
Dude, they have a. What was I gonna say? Oh, the European version on the Steelbook. It is this image on it. And I was tempted to get that, but it's like $60 or something like that. Terrifier, pick this one up. I was gonna get the 4K. This is another Steelbook. Love the back of it. I was gonna get that Best Buy 4K, but I couldn't fucking stomach that slipcover.
I can't either.
And I know what you did, Dylan. I like what you did, but I just said fuck it.
It actually looks better in person.
I just wanted the 4K disc. That's why, because I'm just and it comes with the 4K comes with both. That's the only version you could get the 4K and Blu-ray disc.
This doesn't say like anywhere like Blu-ray or whatever. So I'm thinking if I can ever find the loose 4K, I'll get it and put it.
I was thinking of doing that too.
Right?
I was thinking of doing that myself.
Psycho Steelbook 4K.
Oh,
like
dude, that one's
25.
I looked at that the other day and I was like, that is such a fucking awesome.
Y'all saw that one coming out with the house, right?
I showed that on my Alfred Hitchcock.
I only have freaking Psycho on DVD. I need to upgrade.
Watch that.
I said, fuck it. I have this on 4K. I was like, whatever, dude. These are cheap. Like $22. I really like these Steelbooks. So that's Scream 1996. That's a cool.
If I see a Scream 2 Steelbook for you, I'll let you know.
Dude, if you were to pick a quote, would you? It says, "Do you like scary movies?" It's like, wouldn't you rather it say, "What's your favorite scary movie?"
Yeah, I thought that's what it did say. Oh,
no, it says, "Do you like?" Which is cool too. That's the other line.
That's what he says in the movie, right?
He also says,
scary movies.
What's your favorite scary? Oh, okay, maybe I'm wrong.
That's what I always go with.
Maybe I'm fucking wrong. Okay, then I got the new Scream 5 Steelbook. The back to this one is fire.
Should have been the front.
But then Dylan, I said, fuck it. And I got the Scream 2 Steelbook. This is sealed too, so I don't even know what the fucking back looks like.
Oh.
But that's what I was
think
like.
it's like a similar layout to the first one, but it's another quote. I think I still have to open mine.
Okay, so you do have the steelbook too.
I have the steelbook.
I sent it to him.
It though.
I'm just not. Holy fuck!
That's Timothy Olyphant on the cover.
I found it. I found that steelbook 4K steelbook for $15.
That's what I got.
Yeah, that was a hard one to get. It still is, and I was like, dude, I pre-ordered the first one. Because I got the 5th one on steelbook. I'm trying to have all of them on steelbook.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I hope they come out with 3 and 4. I'm sure they will.
They will.
They're going to come out with 3, but it's going to be $49.99, and everybody's going to be like, "That's the worst."
They will.
They're going to be like, "That's why we did it."
Telling you, man. We need to go through those one by one because I think that movie's.
Thank you, Fright Rags. I got my House by the Cemetery shirt.
Oh
this
yeah,
week.
I agree.
Dude, they send those out. You get those. They like one day you, bro.
Yeah, well, they're in Connecticut. They're only like a state away. So, House by the Cemetery.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one.
Okay.
Yeah. Might be my favorite. One of my favorite posters.
There's very little stuff, so I know this is a model kit. I probably won't build it, but I love this box, Metal Lunar Mutant.
I bought a model I won't build, but look at this box.
I got a bunch of models I won't build. But look at that box, man.
That is a cool box.
Look at that.
Expensive box, bro.
I may build it eventually. I haven't built models for a while. I like sniffing the glue.
That's what you need to do on a live stream. Sniff glue and build a model, dude. People are super chatting for that.
Burns' wife is gonna kill us one of these days.
Right.
I got Swamp Thing.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
McFarlane. There's a piece of them in there.
Batman,
See
isn't
him? What's that? Yeah.
it?
It should be about the same size. Because here's the Batman right here. So, I know. Should be about the same size. I think.
They should make him a little bigger, though, honestly.
He's got a third arm.
Like what, his dick? You pointed at his crotch when you said that.
That was those things. So I also got from fucking that poser Fulci. See the Living Dead came out from Cauldron. This is an awesome release. This has got a gorgeous slip cover and 4K Ultra. This thing looks better than I've ever seen this movie look. And of course, besides the movie,
it's a very foggy movie at times, so I bet that 4K is gorgeous.
You also get the soundtrack, say The Living Dead. They always include the soundtrack. That's a great picture there. They give you some posters you can give your kids to go in and put on their notebooks, especially the girl right here. Put that on there, Gates of Hell.
Cool, isn't it? Stickers.
And of course, yeah, they are. I hate fucking stickers. They give you a little mini poster with the artwork of the box, and then, of course, the American version, The Gates of Hell.
Mm.
Yeah, buddy.
That's cool.
That's cool, bro.
I like the back maybe even better.
Yeah, the back of that box is.
I always love that Gates of Hell.
And if you notice, it's kind of like it's raised with the shiny thing.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. I missed the beginning. It's not 4K though, right?
It's 4K.
It is.
Oh, it is?
Yep.
Oh, fuck.
It just came out, I believe.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
you can get this for like $29. That's what I'm telling you. Fucking boutique video labels are killing it compared to what the studios are putting out. $29 for this and CD, pretty good deal. I got this week came out. I thought this was fucking dope. This is the Punisher Warzone Steelbook. It comes with a slip.
Oh, nice.
So there's the cover. I love that.
That's a cool slip, bruh.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a
Blood
good
red
movie,
slip.
too.
The back is even cooler.
Oh, wow.
Dude, the packaging's better than the movie, man.
I thought this movie was okay.
It's
not bad.
It felt like a bit sci-fi channel at times.
Jigsaw's creepy as fuck in that.
And there's the inside. Yeah, Jigsaw was better than that he was in the fucking Bernthal one.
Fable. I am looking for it right now.
So that's the Punisher Warzone. I also picked this up, Malignant, in 4K.
Very nice.
Wish it had a slip, but it does not. And this movie I had to get after I fucking watched it. I thought it was bonkers off the fucking wall. Might be one of my new favorites, man. And somebody's got to cover this. DHS is the Freeway 2 Confessions of a Trick Baby with Natasha Lyonne. This is the Vinegar Syndrome. So there you go. You get your 4K. Woo! And of course, look at this. Isn't that a great picture?
Gorgeous slip cover, man.
Oh wow.
I wonder what the reverse cover is.
Yeah, I'll have to open it up and take a look at it. And then I had to pick the original, which I have not seen this. But it's a similar type movie, and of course in the back.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Nice set together.
And
Nice package.
this is for, Vinegar Syndrome is just
very nice.
absolutely killing it.
They go
4K
together.
LPP.
They go
That's
together.
the first time I'm going to say nice package, Scarpad.
I know. And then I got
First
the 4K on Dead Silence. And that's the alternate cover that it came with this. But this is the alternate cover.
That's what the fuck they should be doing. Why isn't the alternate slip automatic and then you take it off and it has the
Well, no, that's what I did. I took out the original and this is the alternate slip.
I know what you did. I'm saying why is Scream Factory not doing the same shit that they were doing with their Blu-rays a couple years ago?
Because they're punking out and they're going cheap.
They fucking are, bro, and it's pissing me off.
I mean, look at Dr. Giggles. That deserves a slip at least, and it doesn't have anything.
Dude, I mean, Razorback deserves a slip. It's a
and then finally I picked this up. I kind of liked it. I didn't like this movie, but when I rewatched it, I thought I really actually ended up liking it. Was The Fan with Robert De Niro and Wesley Snipes.
Oh,
and this is a budget.
That one, man.
This is Mill Creek budget, but it's pretty good. Yeah. It's no features, but the movie looks good. So you get this for like $10.
Then I'm thinking about getting into the fucking bootleg slip game, baby.
That is that. One of my bootlegs just sell you slips, man. They're worth a lot of money. And there are guys out there making slips. So,
all right. So I just got a few things here. So I haven't really been buying a lot of movies, but I did buy this one because it was on my Amazon wish list. It's been on there for a while. It dropped below $10. That's my cue to buy it. But I got Kingdom of Heaven.
Oh, nice.
Ridley Scott film about the Crusades. Yeah. This has the theatrical cut as well as the director's cut, which I think is superior. So that's cool about that. This was a Walgreens exclusive, but I got the Annihilus pop.
That's sick.
I'm not really in the pop game. I like the horror stuff. I like some sports stuff, but I do love the Fantastic Four. I got the Four. I got Doom. I got Namor. I got to get Annihilus. You know what I'm saying? I got to. I also have Mole Man and Super Skrull. These were sold on the show I do every Monday over at the EXP, and our buddy John Spilio got these for me. Hellstorm number 1 and 2 from the early 90s, man. Y'all remember that? I do. So. Thank you, Spilio. And then I picked this up. This is the 1978 Silver Surfer graphic novel by Stanley and Jack Kirby. This is in pristine condition. So I've never had this, and I'm very glad to have this now. It was one of the last works that Kirby did at Marvel.
Do you have the Mobius?
Speaking of Silver Surfer.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I just picked this up, baby.
Nice.
The Stanley Mobius. And, this is only in print right now in like an Epic collection, but this is just the main story. This hardcover is beautiful. And y'all... Yeah. Mobius, I've really come to appreciate Mobius a lot in the last year or two. And last year when I was at Heroes Con, everybody just kept talking about Mobius. I was getting into them, and these books are not necessarily, I mean, it's not like they're hard to find, but like a lot of Mobius stuff's out of print right now. But I have the hardcover. That's pretty dope. And the final thing is I got this week anonymously, but I know when it's Scarpad because of how it's addressed. But I got this really cool canvas print to hang up on my wall. And dudes, Scarpad, thank you so much. This is fucking awesome. Look at that.
Nice.
Does that take you back, Dylan, to back when you paid for StreamYard and you had this as your background?
Yeah, buddy. Well, I didn't pay for it. I think the subscribers paid for it.
Well, sure. All right. But anyway, I got this.
I think Robbie paid for it for like 6 months.
Yeah, fuck you, man. Thank you for remembering that finally. Anyway,
I do. I remember.
I got this. So thank you, Scarpad. That's dope as shit, man. I'm going to hang that up in a
I love it, dude. I always wanted that poster for my room.
Did that come in a box or was it rolled up?
Came in a box. It was not rolled up. On a frame and everything. It's perfect. It came perfect. So thank you so much, brother. That's what I got.
That's what he's got.
Sick, brother.
What do you got?
Yeah, that's gonna be cool to hang up. That's gonna be cool. Hell yeah. Great show as always, my brothers. Great show as always. So to recap, this upcoming Monday, Scarpad will be doing Jurassic Park on his channel this Monday, 7:45 p.m. Eastern, and to cap off his March vacation show series that he was doing, and then to end March Madness, Robbie will be doing Itchy the Killer for his finale.
I like that flash.
Directed by Takashi Mike, basically like a Japanese Joker movie, so you're definitely going to want to check that out. It's a fucking insanely crazy film, and that will be the end of March Madness. And then to kick off April with Dylan's Horror Show, we'll be doing April Fool's Day on April Fool's Day. So should be a lot of fun. Sadly, Robbie will not be there, so we'll be missing the awesome co-host because he'll be at a convention, but it's all good because we'll have Scarpad, Verno, Link, and my boy Fable. All of us will be there to kick some fucking ass and take some names until we're out of bubblegum.
Well, and I don't want to spoil it for anybody, but the big April Fool's joke is that you guys are going to show up next week, and Dylan's actually like, "Nah, just kidding. We're doing fucking the Care Bears movie or some shit, right?" Like that's what I would do if I was you.
Surf Ninjas.
Surf Ninjas is great. By the way, if you want to know my full thoughts on April Fool's Day, we did it last year for March Madness, so check it out on PCP Movie Night. Don't watch it unless you've seen the movie. Do not let this movie be spoiled for you.
Hell no. Yeah, if you haven't seen it,
I'll tell you this: everybody that watched that I made watch this movie last year fucking hated it, but me.
Fuck.
Delaney fucking hated it. He was so fucking offended by this movie. It was great.
I'm gonna throw out there now because people will be like, "Oh, Vernal, that's why." I don't think I'll be here either, dude. I gotta get fitted for a suit. I'm going out of town, man. I don't think I'll make it. But if I can make it, it all depends on the timing. If I can make it, I definitely will, though.
Oh yeah, but yeah, next week's show should be a lot of fun. Scarpad's show for Jurassic Park will be a lot of fun, and I know it's going to be going down, and Robbie will be freaking raving and ranting about Itchy the Killer.
Watch it yet, Verno?
I've got 20 minutes left, dude. I tried to get through it. I was only going to watch the first 40 minutes before going to bed. Yeah, but no, it's fucking insane, dude. I'm going to watch. Probably I got to watch it again.
Yeah, you do. Trust me.
I was confused.
Yeah.
To say the least.
That's for sure.
First confusion is you're like, wait, that's not Itchy?
Yeah, thank you, dude. The whole time I'm like, wait a minute. And then at one point, like an hour into it, I'm like, oh, maybe it is Itchy. I've never seen it play at the same time. Is this a flashback? But I don't think so.
No, it's not. You're good. You got it. I think you got a hold of it now. Such a great movie. Takashi Miike, who did Audition, like an Imprint, the only Masters of Horror episode that Showtime was like,
oh
no,
my
we're not
god,
talking. We're not gonna.
That's so good they wouldn't even air it on.
Showtime's like, whoa.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Have you seen Audition, Vern?
No, dude. This is like the first. I was really trying to rack my brain if I've seen any Japanese movies. I'm sure I have, but I can't remember watching one and reading subtitles, and so yeah.
Audition is a better movie.
Godzilla?
But I love Ichi, like 100%. I love it.
Crazy. No, yeah, it's fucking. I definitely enjoy what I've seen.
Wow.
Yeah, it is fucking. It's not what I thought it was going to be. That's for damn sure.
Next, when you do the rewatch, Batman Joker, that's what it is.
Right, dude. You said that now. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot that he fucking said that it was like a Joker movie. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll wrap up the review for tonight. Like I said, join us this upcoming Monday, 7:45 p.m. Eastern on Scarpad's show. Then right after at 9 p.m. Eastern, join us on Pop Culture Philosophers for Itchy the Killer. It's going to be a great Monday night, that's for damn sure. And look forward to next Saturday with you fine gentlemen. It's going to be a lot of fun. You know, horror fest.
He almost said young gentleman, then he realized Scarpad was here. This is what happened. Did you guys notice that? Did you pick that up?
Yeah.
I'm young in heart and mind.
Yeah.
You look good at your age.
We're all old fucks, man.
He's younger than all of us.
I just want one more night. One more night.
Oh God.
So yeah, man. Remember Bobby D, hit me up online and give me that address.
Yeah, and me and Scarpack got a new show we want to announce. It's the Phil Collins Hour coming up starting in June of
We're showing 80s and 90s music.
You have to send your address to Robbie too, so he could send you one of those PCP boxes he does.
Yeah, Bob.
But yeah, you already know how to get in contact with us, my brother. As always, man, you guys are the best. Hope you guys have a great rest of your weekend. We love y'all, and we'll see you this upcoming Monday, and we'll see you back here, same time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, as always, on Dylan's Horror Show.
Boom.
Peace out.
I'm back.